Here we are, back again, of course, for the doubleheader. We're going to end the night with our first time viewing of the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And I do think that this is probably the most overmatched series we have in the second round here. A hampered Lakers team, a 41-year-old LeBron James in year 23 trying to take on the best team in the NBA with an immense amount of physical, long-range perimeter defenders. So, I didn't really want to cover the series, but I do think it is important to tune in here in a game 3, which could be the final game. It actually means something with OKC on the verge of going up 3-0. Can the Lakers come back and actually make this series interesting and pull off a victory here today? That's what we're here to find out. Let's lock in. Let's start the show. And here we go, camera, not even on camera, let's lock in, and here we go. We are back, of course, to lay witness to a beautiful basketball game here today. Now these games haven't been necessarily blowouts per se. Stop the music, cut the music, let's lock in. These games haven't necessarily been blowouts from start to finish, although even if it's close through the first three quarters throughout the first two games, the Oklahoma City Thunder always tend to find a way to blow it open at some point in the second half, whether it's late in the third or at any point in the third, or usually in the fourth quarter. They'll lock in, throw a defensive unit out there, turn the Lakers over, get out and run, and then next thing you know, the game is over. So wow, like I said, I expect this to be an Oklahoma City Thunder sweep. That does not mean I'm rooting for a sweep. I am indeed rooting to see the Los Angeles Lakers at least have an opportunity to tie the series up at 2 games apiece. So obviously that's going to have to start here today. It is the first game in LA, so that home court advantage should possibly, hopefully, maybe help some of the role players here for the Lakers, who we know pretty limited. Being reliant on a 41-year-old LeBron James to get them going. Pretty reliant on an Austin Reeves coming back from a hamstring injury, right? Or was it a calf with Austin Reeves? Either way, just coming back from the injury. Going up against this team is never easy. He actually had a really good game, too. Let's see if he could follow that up with a good game 3 that he's going to need to. He's absolutely going to need to. So, let's lock in. Like I said, there's not a ton to go over between the Thunder and the Lakers just because the main stars of our show, SGA, LeBron, Austin Reeves. Outside of that, obviously, all the role guys for the Oklahoma City Thunder are there. So we're going to run through it. This is the first time. Now, we've covered Lakers game. We covered the Lakers versus Rockets series. This is the first time where we will be here covering a Thunder playoff game this season. Mostly because I didn't believe that the Phoenix Suns could put up too much of a fight against this Thunder team. They were just too limited and also dealing with injuries. If fully healthy, we definitely would have tuned in for at least one of those games like we are here today with OKC versus the Lakers. And like I said, obviously if OKC wins today, that's the death sentence for the Lakers. They go down 0-3 and the series is over. Probably in 4 games. Maybe they could push it to 5, maybe 6, who knows. But the series is over. The Thunder will move on. It's the death sentence in the NBA and it's the best team in the league. Anyway, taking that commanding 3-0 lead. So if there was any night to tune into this series, tonight needed to be the night. Tonight needed to be the night because we may run out of an opportunity in order to actually tune in and watch these guys. So here today, I'm rooting for, and it sounds crazy to say, I know, because when do you ever root for this team? I'm rooting to see the Lakers pick up a victory against the Thunder, not because I think it's better or anything for the Lakers to win or that I think they could pull off this upset victory against the Thunder, or so it'll help postpone the series and give us more opportunities to watch some good basketball here. Suns Gen, what's up, Suns Gen? We'll go to that Quartz? Heterock? I don't know what that is. Muhammad with the Muhammad. Bring out the brooms. OKC will sweep the Lakers. It is most likely what's going to happen, but I got to root that something a little fun and interesting is going to happen here. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? Ronald McPaul, what's up, Ron? Foong Pei, as always. Appreciate you, brother. Jay Hammer. Braidar, what's up, Braidar? Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. J Hammer, Spotty T. What's up, Spotty T? Sons Jen, Rose, appreciate you guys. Keith Modeste, thank you. CEO King, MBM, yes, sir. Let's lock in. Let's get ahead. Let's go through it. Like I said, we don't have to go through every single player the way we normally did during a normal pregame because we're in the playoffs. We covered all of these teams. Chef, what's up, Chef? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe, people. Appreciate you, Chef. Yes, sir. Like and subscribe on you guys' way in, of course, if you were enjoying the show. So I appreciate you guys. Mom said, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Was almost late. Had to hit that nap up, and of course, knowing me, started the run just a tad late. So apologize for that, but we are, of course, ready to go. As always, we're ready to go. I wanted to pull up the game. Obviously, we don't want to miss any of the action. It is an ABC game, so previously it was an NBC game. The game earlier today, which we were live and tuned in for, the Cleveland Cavaliers extended their series against the Detroit Pistons at least by one more game. It is now 2-1, with the Cavs winning in a thriller down the stretch there. Let's go ahead and pull up the ABC tip-off. There we go. All right, cool. Now we're locked in. J Hammer, what's up, J Hammer? 42, Austin. Let's see. Derek Young, how many points do you think SGA is going to have? How many points do I think SGA is going to have? At least 20. So, I think the best way to go through this pregame, when it comes to this series in particular, and probably for a couple of other series, probably maybe the Detroit-Cleveland series, and what I found, we could actually go through the box score, our bingo card a little bit here, right? We could also look at the box score of the previous games. But looking at the bingo card, we have player props up here in terms of what could happen. And of course, if these things do happen for the team, it benefits the team in terms of the player playing well. So if we go through it, we know we have the usual suspects in here in terms of the spots we could fill in a bingo card like a jump ball. We have James for 25. They're going to need LeBron James to score. They're going to need LeBron James to hover around a triple-double, or at least a double-double in terms of also opening up and creating shots for his teammates. Because we know they can be limited shot creators. So you need James to hover at least around 25 points and put the ball in the basket for you with the limitations that this team currently has. Triple-double from anybody, failed challenge. McCain for 12 points off the bench for the Thunder. As good and as deep as the Oklahoma City Thunder are, they are missing their second-best perimeter player in J-Dub, Jalen Williams. George Jordan, what's up, George? Appreciate you, brother. Said, thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out with me, brother. Appreciate you. CEO King said 8 and 10 rebounds. That is also up there for sure. But even more than maybe 8 in rebounding is 8 in putting the ball in the basket. That is also extremely important. McCain for 12 points. This is a Thunder prop, obviously. Boy, oh boy, do the 76ers wish they have Jaden McCain. It is without J-Dub, without Jalen Williams, this Thunder team could start to run out of offense if SGA doesn't have, an explosive offensive game. If he has a regular offensive game, it's probably still going to be enough, and they can get it on the ancillary side from, a little bit of scoring from everybody. But usually you're going to need one of these backup guards to step up in some way. McCain is up here for 12 points. We'll also see the Wallace prop come up soon. Chet as their second best player, 25 points from him. And he normally doesn't do it over on the scoreboard side in terms of putting the ball in the basket consistently, and that's his role on the team. But if you're getting 25 points from Chet Holmgren and the Thunder are usually in a pretty good spot. Any player for 3 stocks, literally could be anybody. Usually we have this for blocks. Here today for this Lakers game, we have it for stocks because we have guys out there like Caruso, like Wallace, like Marcus Smart, who probably aren't going to get it on the block side, but could get it on the steal side. So we're just going to combine the two. Any player for 3 stocks here. 2 consecutive missed free throws as always. Rui 3 threes. Rui Hachimura on the previous bingo card for the Lakers-Rockets series was on the bingo card for 15 and 5, 15 points, 5 boards. I think it's a little, obviously, if he scores 15 points, it's usually because he's knocking down threes. So in that same vein, it's very important for Rui Hachimura to knock down threes. Spread the court, knock down some perimeter shots. They are at home. You expect the role guys to play well when they're at home. So I'm looking for guys like Rui Hachimura to really come through for this Lakers team here tonight to help extend the series. Smart for 15 points. Usually, we could put 15 points up here, but you kind of want 15 efficient points from a guy like Marcus Smart. But of course, he's going up against a really, really tough. CEO King said Chet 25 is high. It is pretty high, but again, he's the second best player on the team. He said his playoff career high is 23, CEO King. See, I didn't know that. Chet Holmgren, what is 23? That's way too low, brother. That's way too low. Set a career high here today, and maybe on the next one we'll lower it down to 20. Thank you for that information, CEO King. My goodness. We'll see. Maybe that 25 points could come to fruition here today. He does have the matchup advantage. So Marcus Smart scoring 15 would, of course, be huge for this Lakers team. They need to manufacture points wherever they can get it. 4-point play, a tech foul. Mitchell for 20 points. A.J. Mitchell has been huge in this series, has been huge during this playoff run, especially in the absence. Has been huge during the regular season, especially in the absence of J-Dub. And so it's really possible and plausible to have A.J. Mitchell go off for another 20-point performance here today, especially considering that obviously all of the defensive attention is being paid to SGA. If he just swings that ball around and says, hey, A.J. Mitchell, help me out, go out and put the ball in the basket, he could absolutely and is more than capable of doing just that. Double-double, of course. Then we come down here. Kennard 3 threes, just like Hachimura. They're going to need their three-point shooters to knock down threes, especially to spread the court for guys like Austin Reeves and LeBron James. We could even talk about like Marcus Smart knocking down threes, but obviously we're not going to put Marcus Smart threes props over on the bingo card. Shot clock violation. SJ for 30. This is a bit of a cakewalk if he has rounded average. So if he gets around his average, he's going to get the 30 points. Logo 3, successful challenge. Ayton for 12 points. I thought about putting like 8 and 12 and 8 on here, which maybe would have been better. You never know what kind of version of DeAndre Ayton you're going to get. And I tend to think that as long as he's putting the ball in the basket, he is serviceable and he's helping you win the basketball game. So we're going to leave it at 8 and 12, which is a pretty low bar for him. But at this point, you got to set it somewhere for DeAndre Ayton. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get from him. Michael Mack, what's up, Michael? Appreciate you, brother. Paper Dog, what's up, Paper Dog? And then we have Kayson Wallace off the bench from 15, like McCain. He's more of their true blue sixth man, especially with J-Dub, Al, and A.J. Mitchell in the starting lineup. You got Kayson Wallace down there as the backup sixth man here. Goaltend travel, and then Austin Reeves for 25 points. You're not really going to do anything unless Austin Reeves and LeBron James each probably are hovering or over 25 points as well as being up there in the assist totals. CEO King said Wallace ain't getting close to 15. Didn't he have like 12 the other night? Get the 15. Not that big of an ask. It's really not. It's 15 points, brother. Right, especially down J-Dub. The point of the bingo card is not that everything is going to hit every single night. The point is that some of these things are going to hit. Chet getting 25, SGA getting 30, Wallace getting 15, McCain getting 12, and Mitchell getting 20 points is not going to all hit here tonight. The point is that hopefully 2, maybe 3 of those will hit, and we'll see if that gets our way towards the bingo, including here for the Lakers. It's probably unlikely that James and Reeves get 25 points each, while Smart gets 15, and Rui and Kennard knock down 3 threes. Like, that would be an incredible game for the Lakers. The point of a bingo card is not that everything is going to hit every single time. Otherwise, what would be the point of this? By the end of the night, we'd probably fill in the whole board. We'd get 1 million memberships, right? CEO King said, I need my gifted memberships. But we should be hoping that at least we can fill in one row or column or diagonal here tonight. We'll get there, CEO King. We'll get there. Right? It's got to give us something to root for. If Kayson Wallace comes out and he's got 10 points going into the fourth quarter, isn't it great? Hoping that Kayson Wallace can score 5 more points here in the fourth quarter in order for us to get the bingo. That is the point of the bingo card, right? So we could also take a look over at the box score of the previous game. If we go back down to Thursday, right, is the other game, yes indeed, where it was close up until the Thunder blew it open late in the third and going into the fourth. But we could take a look. LeBron with 23, Austin Reeves with 31, Hachimura with 16. He knocked down 4 threes. Marcus Smart with 14. 1 for 7 from 3. They're going to need a much better shooting night from Marcus Smart if they want an opportunity here. Austin Reeves being a minus 20 with 31 points, but Marcus Smart being a plus 2 and the plus minus is pretty hilarious. I'm not going to lie. Just goes to show you how like one-way players are really tough to win the minutes with, right? Even off the bench, they didn't get much. They got Luke Kennard for 10 points. He hit 2 threes. And they didn't really get much after that. DeAndre Ayton had 3 points on 1 for 7 from the field. You got to expect DeAndre Ayton's going to have a bit of a bounce-back game here today. He's going to need to. I know he's going up against the double bigs of Hartenstein and Holmgren, but you know what? The Lakers aren't winning anything unless DeAndre Ayton can give them at least 12 points in the paint. It's not that big of an ask. And if we go down to the Thunder, you knew I'm not going to throw Hartenstein's bum self up on the bingo card. My goodness. I thought about it, and then I was like, of course I'm not going to throw Hartenstein on the bingo card because I can't root for Hartenstein to do anything. So I excluded him from the possibility of being on the bingo card. We have Holmgren, of course. He had 22 points the other day. You telling me it's impossible for the guy to knock down 1 more 3? What if he went 4 for 5 from 3 to get 25? Come on, what are we talking about? SGA had 22 himself for 7 for 13. Again, he doesn't really have to do a ton of the scoring engagement. Mitchell had 20. And they had 3 guys score 20 the other night. And then even off the bench, they had Kayston Wallace scored 12 and Jared McCain scored 18. So yeah, man, it's possible for these guys to get to that point over on the bingo card. I definitely did a bit of research in terms of, like, I don't just throw out numbers willy-nilly there. I see how they've been playing lately and I go, okay, this feels like a fair number. Right? This feels like a fair number. And I do feel like what we have tonight feels like a bit of a fair number. But we'll see how it works out tonight. If the bingo card is a bust, we'll go in and reevaluate and maybe adjust some things for the next time we cover this series. Fungpei, what's up, Fungpei? MBM said, take everything. Expect nothing, take everything. So we're probably a couple of minutes away from tip-off here. It's 8:37 now. But in terms of what I'm expecting here tonight, honestly, I'm expecting more of what the same we've seen so far throughout the series in terms of this probably hovering around close and then the Thunder blowing it open in the second half at some point going into the fourth quarter and running away with it. It's kind of what I'm expecting here tonight. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Lakers can pull this victory off. That's what I'm rooting for just because I want to see all of these series extended, except for the Knicks taking on the 76ers. I want that series done in 4. But I would like to see these other 3 series extended at least to give us 5, hopefully 6 games from each series outside of the Knicks 76ers series, of course. So that's what I'm hoping for. The Flea said, I haven't followed a single game of this series. I have barely followed it. I've had it on the second monitor. Usually we'll cover Pistons Cavs, which is the earlier game, and then this is the late game. Obviously, because it's a weekend, they had this game on earlier in the day, so they have this one on at 8:30, so we're able to cover both. But usually, when we cover Cavs Pistons, and then we end the stream for the night, and we don't cover the Thunder Lakers game so far through the first 2. What I have done is I put the game up over on the second monitor while I set up for tomorrow's stream. And so I've kind of barely followed it. I've had it on like mute and then occasionally looked up to see what was going on, watched a couple plays before ultimately shutting it off every time the Thunder would go on a run, extend the lead, and then not look back. And that's kind of what I'm expecting to happen here tonight. Again, I'm hoping not, but that's my expectation. MBM, so Lakers got to get one. Just give us one. Just give us one, of course. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for the world. And of course, if you guys weren't tuned in to earlier today, the Pistons took on the Cavs in a Game 3, a pivotal Game 3. Cavaliers season on the line to go down 0-3. Season is effectively over as going down 0-3 in a playoff series is a bit of a death sentence. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, especially James Harden, was able to come through at the end and pull off a couple of clutch buckets and hold off that Pistons team. So let's see what the Lakers have in store for us tonight. LeBron James, can you dig into your bag one last time, at least one last time, to get this back to a close basketball series? All right. We have this set up. We have this set up. Are we good to go? Everything is reverted. Everything is set back. Here we go. By the way, the little garbage matchup predictor that ESPN has Oklahoma City winning with a chance of 67%. So, for whatever that's worth. Whatever that's worth. So we'll set it up. Both teams coming out for their tip-offs. And let's get ahead and get to it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's lock in. The Flea said, Bronny will save the day. Unironically, they might have to go to a little bit of Bronny. Just for a little defensive intensity. Jake Laravia, not giving him anything. Giving him squat diddly. Who else are they bringing off the bench? I don't even know. I mean, you're not going to Dalton Connect. You've lost that guy already. Sons Jensen, I'm already annoyed. Bronny James Future Go. What's up, brother? Vintage Bron performance tonight? Hopefully. Give us a game, Bron. Give us one game. Give us one. So starting lineup, you got Reeves, Smart, Hachimura, James, and Ayton. Of course, you have SGA, AJ Mitchell, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Of course. Jason said, came through to like the stream. Appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Let's also make sure we pull up our bingo card so we can edit it as the night goes on. But we're getting ready for tip-off now. And there we go. And the Lakers win the tip. And do they call a foul already? Or is it just a violation? Is this a foul or just a violation? Either way, the ball is going to go to the Thunder here. It's a foul. It's already one foul on DeAndre Ayton, who uses the off arm and smacks the face inadvertently, of course. Maybe not. Smacks the face of Chet Holmgren. So they wave off him winning the jump ball. They give the ball to the Thunder, and DeAndre Ayton already picks up one foul. They can't really afford anybody in foul trouble because they're already pretty thin. They hand it off to Holmgren on the left wing, swings through to the right against Ayton down the lane, stops, turns, spins, leans in, pump fakes, steps through again, throws up the hook shot with the right hand. Doesn't get it to go. He does get it to go, but they wave it off, and they call the travel. Is that already something on the bingo card? Yes, indeed it is. We have a travel off rip first possession. You love to see it. You love to see it. Here comes Austin Reaves bringing it down the other way. Reaves gets it over to Hachimura, gets it over to Reaves. Reaves up top, being guarded by A.J. Mitchell. Reaves gets it over to James. James on the right wing, swings through to his left. James down the lane, bullies his way to the basket, finds a way to kick it out to Smart, gets it over to Hachimura, left wing three. He got it to go. Hachimura opens it up with a made three. That helps the bingo card. That helps. Already, bingo card looking kind of solid, I'm not going to lie. Looking pretty good. A.J. Mitchell up top, dancing with it, crosses over to his left. Ball knocked out of his hands. He hands it off to Dort. Dort picked up by Smart. Dort's going to drive it down, pulls it back out, coming to his right, has it on the wing, in and out dribble, coming to his left against Hachimura, uses the off arm, step back, fall away, got the jumper to go down for Lou Dort there. Lou Dort knocking down step back jumpers. That's never a good sign when you're going up against the Thunder team. But Lou Dort trying to operate off the bounce is a good sign if he's trying to stay in front of him. They get it over to Smart, back to Reaves. Reaves up top. Coming to his right off an Ayton screen. Pull up three for Austin Reaves. Comes up short. Rebounded by Lou Dort. Hit ahead to SGA. SGA bringing it down. SGA maneuvers into the mid-range. Gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Hartenstein for a two-handed slam. And the Lakers caught lacking there. 10:30 to go here in this first quarter. Beautiful pass from SGA over in transition. They're just pushing the pace, drawing the attention, hitting the roll man. Smart up top. Gets it over to Ayton. Ayton being guarded by Hartenstein, hands it off to Reaves. Reaves coming to his left. No look pass inside to Ayton, gets knocked away by SGA. A bad pass. Ayton doesn't even really roll. They get over to A.J. Mitchell over in transition now. He's going to drive it to his right against Reaves. They're going to kick it out to Dort. Dort gets it back to Mitchell. Mitchell swings it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hits SGA, come back Dort and Smart. Step back, inside pass, and Chet Holmgren finished the playoff with a two-handed slam. And now it's 6-3, just like that. Here we go. Hoping this doesn't... This isn't a precursor as to the rest of the game is going to go like. Bible, what's up, Bible? Mark, what's up, Mark? The OKC refs, pretty much. Reaves coming to his right, gets it over to James, up top being guarded by Mitchell. James going to put him in the post, backing him down, ball knocked out of his hands. He picks it up, throws up the floater, and he gets the floater to go down. All right, come on, LeBron. If you're going to give us anything, give us a vintage performance and pull this victory off. A.J. Mitchell up top gets it over to Hartenstein, back to A.J. Mitchell. A.J. Mitchell gets it over to Hartenstein, a little floater from him, and he gets it to go down and responds with a floater of his own. 8-5, a little over 9 minutes to go here. Mike, what's up, Mike? Knicks will not be bullied. They will not be, brother. They will not be. Reaves picks up his handle, gets it over to Marcus Smart. Smart telling Reaves to get over to the wing. He's going to run a pick and roll with James here. Smart coming to his left, down the lane, pump fakes, kicks it out. Austin Reaves, he'll line up a three. Austin Reaves will miss a three. Hartenstein battling on the boards for the rebound, knocks it loose. Dort able to pick it up. He's pushing it the other way. Lou Dort up top, picked up by Hachimura, head down to the rim, scoop lay with the right hand, wild shot attempt. And Chet Holmgren able to get the tip up and in. He's looking for a foul. He's not going to get it, but he does get the impressive tip as he gets knocked to the ground, take a nasty fall. They swing it over to Marcus Smart in the left corner. He's going to set his feet and fire from three. He's going to knock it down. They're going to need Marcus Smart to step up here tonight. 1 for 7 from three in the previous game, and OKC is not going to get it done. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way, coming to his left in the lane, being guarded by Smart. Pump fakes, gets caught in the air, over to Hartenstein, tried to get it back to Hartenstein, and it looks like it's a kick ball, so it'll stay here with the Thunder. Son Jen said the DA is in contempt of court. Hopefully DeAndre Ayton has a good game here today, man. They desperately need him to play well. A.J. Mitchell, step back three over Ayton. Can't get it to go down. Reaves trying to box out Ayton. Hartenstein picks up the loose ball, throws a wild behind the back pass, and he turns it over. Thunder just trying stuff out there. They throw the lob up to LeBron. He can't get to it. It wasn't a great pass, and the Thunder can't corral the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Lakers, and LeBron looking over to Austin Reaves, a little smile on his face. He's like, get get that a little higher or get that pass a little better. LeBron just smoking up a layup there. They get it in the Reeves. Reeves throws a lob up top to Ayton. What a beautiful play from the LA Lakers there. And we're tied at 10. Under 8 to go. Here comes the Thunder. A.J. Mitchell on the right wing. And a timeout for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay. Lakers hanging in there. 10-point game early. Bible said, you got disqualified in great debate this conversation if you get swept in the playoffs. OBJ better win one. He's 42. He's 41 years old, brother. He's 41. Nothing LeBron James does at this stage in his career is taking anything away from the career he's already had. Anybody's opinions on LeBron's already set in stone. There's nothing he's going to do that's going to change it. Unless he somehow carries this Lakers team to a championship, which is not going to happen, there's nothing that LeBron is going to add or take away from his legacy. It is what it is. Your opinions on LeBron will not change based off of whether or not he wins one of these games against the Thunder. Mark, he's smoking it, Mark. He's smoking it. Just like Josh Hart the other night, smoking those layups, passing it over to Sohan. He smoked it. He smoked it. Freeway Hustler, what's up, Freeway? How much more of a chance do you think they would have had with Luka? Obviously, a much better chance. One of the better players in the league, and Luka, obviously, right? They're still not, probably wouldn't win against the Thunder. It's not a great matchup. But it might go 5 or 6. It might have gone 6 games, maybe 7. Highly doubt it goes 7, but maybe. It gives you an opportunity to win the series. It would. It would give you an opportunity to win the series. Mark, hilarious. It was hilarious. The Josh Hart thing, it was hilarious. I loved it. I loved it. Showtime. What's up, Showtime? OKC might be the deepest team you've ever seen. Lakers deserve credit, but they are outmanned badly along with being a lot older. Yes, OKC might be the deepest team ever. Sure, 100%, absolutely. They also have a lottery pick coming in from the LA Clippers. Ridiculous. They could win that lottery, man. Imagine they win that lottery, they get AJ DeBansta. Crazy nonsense happening in the league. Freeway said he plays no defense, it's a tough call. Yeah, that's why I started to think about it. It gives you a chance to win the series. It does. Luka Doncic in the playoffs is a different player than Luka Doncic in the regular season, and that's considering how great Luka Doncic is in the regular season. So it gives you a chance for a possible upset, although it's highly unlikely, right? But you definitely probably winning at least 1, and then maybe 2, and then you probably go from there, which is why I feel like definitely has a high probability of going 6 if Luka is available, but maybe not beyond that. Showtime said, how did OKC get McCain from Philly? They got $1 million first in their treasure trove, and they were just like, hey, Philly, here's the first. And Philly was like, ooh, yeah. You could have Jared McCain for just 1 first-round pick. That's not even good. It's a Houston first-round pick. It's not even going to be that good. Mark said, dude, Josh has to be the most enjoyable team in the NBA. Probably. I saw that interview. If you guys haven't seen it, Michael Beasley, right? Your favorite player's favorite player. Bello on the left side of the court. Michael Beasley had an interview with Shannon Sharp on his podcast. It's a really great interview. I highly recommend and suggest everybody go watch it. Really humanizes a really polarizing player in the NBA. If you didn't know his story, go ahead and listen to it. He's got a great story about Josh Hart as well, being just an awesome teammate and just an awesome person. Gotta love Josh Hart. Never trade that man. Never trade him. Bible said a lot better chances they would win at least 1. Yes, the Thunder are the deepest team ever. Maybe. Those Lakers teams back in the day in the 80s, man, they was different too. They were different. They were some of the deepest teams ever too. Multiple Hall of Famers in that lineup, man. You can't get deeper than that. Multiple Hall of Famers. Oh, here we go. We're back into it. Holmgren, the step back 3 over Ayton. Holmgren can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. James able to snag it. Gets it over to Smart. Gets it over to Reeves. Reeves will bring it down. And Austin Reeves walking it down. He has it up top. He's being guarded by A.J. Mitchell. Reeves coming to his right off the Smart screen. Over to James. Back out to Reeves. Reeves coming to his right. Driving it down off the James screen. And it's a foul on A.J. Mitchell. Hand-checking Austin Reeves, fighting through the screen. Jason said, that hug on the bus story, yeah, Josh seemed like a good guy. Seems like a great guy, yeah. I suggested interview. It's a good interview. Freeway said, OKC will go down as the greatest fleecers of all time. Probably. The trades, yeah. That Paul George trade, you get SGA, an MVP, and probably the best player in the league. LeBron James knocks down the mid-range jumper. Not only do you get that in the trade, but you also get the Clippers picks for the foreseeable future. It's still conveying. They will have the Clippers pick in this draft because of that trade. Mitchell up top, in and out dribble, stops, turns, spins, coming to his left, hands it off to SGA. Reeves switched on to him. They show a double team. Over to Mitchell, extra pass. J. Will, left corner 3 for him, and he knocks it down, responding right back as the Thunder go back up by 1. Reeves has it up top. Gets it over to Smart, back to Reeves, coming to his right after double screen, driving it down, crossing back over to his left, down the lane, wild reverse layup, can't get it to go. Chet Holmgren knocks a rebound away from Ayton. They're pushing the other way. SGA up top, shoves it over to J. Will. J. Will inside pass to Chet Holmgren. He goes up for the two-handed slam, and he gets it to go down. And the ball movement right now for OKC, like, they're not even playing super hard. Just, like, there's not really, it doesn't even look like the Thunder have broken a sweat. You know, it's a three-point game. Obviously, it can go either way. It's close, all the things. It doesn't even look like they've broken a sweat. Reeves gets a wide open 3 off the Ayton screen. Can't get it to go. Ayton gets the long rebound right back to him. Hachimura kicks it out to James. James is going to pump fake, draw the foul. And he's going to go to the foul line for 3 free throws. They're saying now it's a foul on the floor. No shot attempt. We're about 6 minutes to go here. So they give it to him side out of bounds. Not sure that's a foul on the floor. I feel like that's always been in the act of shooting. But they give it side out of bounds. So Ayton has it, gets it out to Hachimura, gets it over to Reeves. Reeves up top. Over to James. James being guarded by Dort. Coming to his right. James going to put him in the post, spins to his left. Down the lane, in the paint, takes a bump, floater. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball, rebound. Hachimura ends up with it, dribbles it back out. Hachimura on the right wing. Gets it back to James. James trying to dance around in a Reeves screen. He gets Case on while switched onto him. He's going to drive it down the paint. Lefty floater, can't get it to go. Ayton can't get the tip. Battle for the rebound. Chet Holmgren battling for it. Ends up loose ball. SGA picks it up. He's pushing it the other way. Picked up by Reeves. Beautiful in and out move all the way to the basket. Finger roll layup. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. You love to see whenever SGA actually doesn't go to the line and has to play through contact. Hachimura spots up for a right wing 3 in transition. He knocks it down. There you go, Rui Hachimura coming up big so far here in this first quarter. We're past the halfway point, well past the halfway point. SGA blows past Austin Reeves there and gets the easy scoop layup. Just feels like whenever SGA wants, he could probably just get to the rim and finish, which again, has this eerie feeling in the game where it feels like the Thunder aren't playing particularly that hard. Like, obviously, they're playing hard. LeBron with the backdoor cut, leans in, kicks it out to Kennard. Left corner 3 for him. He's open. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by J. Will, and J. Will bring it down. Nope. Hit ahead to SGA. He's got one man to beat in Reeves. Bullying his way to the basket, and Austin Reeves strips him, but they call the foul, and SGA will go to the foul line for 2. Bruce Fowler said Leon Rose proved you don't have to tank to build a contender and still keep a good product on the court at the same time. We didn't have to suffer 2 to 3 years of tanking. Yeah, Leon Rose took over. They already had Julius Randle, who obviously was coming off a horrific year before that. As SGA knocks down the first free throw. They had already drafted RJ Barrett, coming off his rookie year. So they fired the coach. Well, they don't fire the coach. He was already fired, David Fizdale. So they had an interim coach. They interviewed a bunch of people. They brought in Leon Rose. They started to add a little bit of talent year over year through free agency. A couple of nice trades here and there, including the Josh Hart trade. Obviously, the Anunoby trade later on down the line. But they were, good before that. And then they just started to add talent and slowly but surely built a contender. They just add talent year over year. And I think that's the NBA, with the NBA, that's the model the NBA wishes teams would take. Just add talent. Just add talent to your team. Continue to add talent to your team year over year. And suddenly you'll find yourself in a position where you're going to be competing. Now, obviously, that comes with the caveat that you need a superstar level player come playoff time to actually truly compete. A nice backdoor cut as Smart cashes in the paint, gets blocked by Chet Holmgren, and it goes out of bounds. And the Knicks do have that in Jalen Brunson, obviously, so it's not always going to be that easy. But, you need the lottery that the Knicks hit was the free agency lottery, signing Jalen Brunson when nobody thought that they were going to be that good, when he was going to be that good. A couple of bodies hit the floor. Marcus Smart slips and falls down. It frees up Luke Kennard, who just cuts to the rim and gets a nice, easy floater off glass. And now here comes Wallace bringing it down the other way. Crosses over to his left, down the lane, scoop blade with the left hand. Got it to go past Kennard. He's a bit of a cone out there. It took the Houston Rockets almost an entire series to realize, oh, Luke Kennard's not a good defender. Maybe we can go at that guy. Hachimura is going to pump fake from three and drive it down. Steps back for the mid-range jumper. He can't get it to go down. Jay will the rebound. They get over to Smart. They go over to SGA. SGA will bring it down against Smart. SGA has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his right. Double crossover. They get over to Kason Wallace. They get over to Holmgren. He's going to pump fake. They get it back to Wallace, wide open right wing three, and Wallace knocks it down for his first made shot of the night, and it's already a 7-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder there. Forgot to give them that previous 2-point basket, but that's a three right there. It was 21, goes up to 24. There's the 7-point lead with 3:57 to go. That was the Kason Wallace layup before. So we got 5 points now. That 15 points from Kason Wallace looks pretty good, doesn't it now, CEO King? Doesn't it now? Darryl Grant, what's up, Darryl Grant? Gotta have heart. Gotta have heart. Gotta have heart. Jason said, some of y'all must be too young to remember how long we were really bad to get this point. I mean, it's also, to that point, Jason, it's also why when people are like, Leon Rose, during the regular season, they'll be like, Leon Rose, he's on the hot seat. If they don't do that, he should be fired. It's like, no, of course, he should not be fired. He's not even on the hot seat, right? Leon Rose will be on the hot seat after, 2 or 3 years of not being able to put a serviceable product on the court, right? If we're in a situation now where we're tanking for 2 or 3 years again, then he's on the hot seat, and then you're looking at him like, all right, what's the plan here? To just lose basketball games? That can't be the plan. We will learn the level of basketball president that Leon Rose is and his ability to build a quality basketball team after this tenure is over. After this era, this Jalen Brunson-led era and Karl-Anthony Towns-led era, which honestly is not going to last that much longer. I think we have another 2-3 years of it. But after this era, how does Leon Rose transition through to the next era, right? Is it like getting lucky in the draft, scouting talent, and drafting a kid that is maybe someone you could hand the reins to a little bit and trying to sign free agents or trying to make big trades for a star or anything like that? Like, what is the next era going to look like for the Knicks after this run is over? That's when you will truly be able to judge whether or not Leon Rose is actually good at his job or he just got lucky with the Jalen Brunson signing. Henry Beto, what's up, Henry? Leon Rose is not a player? Thank you for that, brother. I had no idea. Bible said, looking like there's a pickup game at 4-8. Pickup game for them. For the Thunder, a little bit, yeah. Not a ton of intensity from this Thunder team. They're just not worried about the Lakers. They're just not worried about them. Not worried about them at all. Jason said, 15 years of terrible basketball I had to go through to enjoy this. Not even just terrible basketball, Jason. Horrific management. Horrific management. Right? A clown show. The Knicks were a clown show. They were the laughingstock of the NBA, which is why you see a lot of people still, one, laughing about the Knicks, and two, not knowing how to interact with the Knicks team that's actually good. Right? People don't know how to react to a Knicks team that's actually good, that's actually a well-built team. Jason said, absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, it was actually embarrassing. It legitimately was embarrassing to go to school and be like, yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. And everybody be like, you're a Knicks fan? Like, why are you a Knicks fan? What do you mean you're not a Lakers fan? What do you mean you're not a whatever, Pistons fan or whatever? You were looked at like you didn't know your left hand from your right hand if you said you were a Knicks fan. Bruce Fowler said Mo and other players like him. Yeah, you got to hit on late picks, especially now that you're good, and hope that those guys can transition to be a catalyst and a bridge over to the next era. Obviously, you're hoping that hopefully you hit the jackpot of all jackpots and one of your late draft picks ends up being a star-level player. But, really what you want those guys at worst to be a bridge over to whatever next star player you're able to acquire. That's what the mentality should be for this ownership group. As for us as fans, we just got to enjoy what we got right now. Just enjoy good basketball and hopefully win the championship because of it. Austin Reeves dancing with it against Wallace. Rhythm dribble, step back three. He can't get it to go. Jackson Hayes, a big offensive rebound out to Kennard. Kennard, pass fake, gets it back to Hayes. Hayes hands it off to Hachimura, coming to his left. Hands it off to Smart. Caruso goes under the screen. Smart fires a three. Can't get it to go. 7-point game here. SGA bringing it down against Smart. SGA trying to dribble through the defense. Loses the handle on the ball and turns it over. I like they're not giving these foul calls every single time he just hits the floor. They get it into Jackson Hayes, and it's a blocking foul on Jay Will. Bruce Fowler said, Shamage is out there available. Snatch, give me that. Yeah, him, Jordan Clarkson, vet minimum signing. Josh Hart was available for anybody to go grab. He was on a not so great Portland Trailblazers team. And so the Knicks just went out and got him. Reeves down the lane, gets grabbed. He's going to the foul line for two. Bruce Fowler said, Brunson sweepstakes. People laughed. People laughed because it was expected to be same old Knicks. It was expected to be same old Knicks, Bruce. They were like, oh, yeah, of course the Knicks are going to overpay for the short point guard that maybe had one or two really good playoff games. Of course they're going to overpay for that guy, and it's not going to work out. Lo and behold, it worked out. Reeves knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Jason said, I love Ray Felton, but he can't be your starting guard year after year. I don't know. I like Raymond Felton. I think he was a starting point guard caliber player, especially for that era where you had Carmelo Anthony. You just needed a serviceable point guard. And I thought Raymond Felton was more than capable of that. Probably should have kept him and not traded him the way they did. He had 2 stints with the Knicks. He was solid. He was solid. He wasn't amazing. He was solid, though. Let's not talk down about Raymond Felton. I love Raymond Felton. SGA crosses over on Hachimura, puts up the mid-range shot, can't get it to go. Reeves with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. It's 18-24, 6-point lead here for the Thunder. Reeves has it up top, gets it over to Smart. Smart being guarded by Cason Wallace. Smart driving to his left on Wallace, bumps him, puts up the mid-range shot. Too strong, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Caruso. Caruso bringing it down the other way. 2:30 to go here. Caruso gets it over to Isaiah Joe, gets it over to Jay Will. Jay Will up top being guarded by Kennard, throws the backdoor pass to Isaiah Joe, throws a swing pass over to Cason Wallace, who knocks down yet another three. 9-point lead for the OKC Thunder here early in the game, but we're here late in the first quarter. Reeves has it up top. 9-point lead. What you got for us? What you got for us, Lakers? They get over to Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes has it, hands it off to Reeves, coming to his left, down the lane, pump. Floater. No. Kicks it out last second. Hachimura, another three. That's the third three already for Rui Hachimura here tonight. And they've needed all 9 of those points. Here comes Cason Wallace bringing it down the other way. We're under 2 to go. They get it over to SGA. SGA up top being guarded by Smart. SGA coming to his left. Jackson Hayes switches onto him. He crosses over to his right. Down the lane. Foul line. Pull-up jumper. Comes up short. Rebound right back to SGA, who draws a foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Freeway said, I was never embarrassed. Most people made fun of me. We're bandwagon sausage writers, so never cared about their opinion, but it was tough to have hope. I mean, I was mostly talking about like elementary school, where you first like getting into sports and you go to school and you start telling people you're a Knicks fan. Like by the time I was in like middle school and high school, I didn't care. I was a Knicks fan. It was what it was. SGA knocks down the free throw. But I'm talking about like elementary school where you go to school for the first time talking about basketball. Like you have basketball opinions, and then you tell your friends, like, hey, yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. I was watching the Knicks game last night, and they were like, you're a Knicks fan? Like, what do you mean you're not a Lakers fan? Like, Kobe's on the Lakers. What do you mean you're not a Lakers fan? Because obviously we didn't know any better, but SGA misses the second free throw. Battle for the loose ball. Is that a rookie, Adu Thoreau, by the way, who can hold on to the rebound? They kick it out to Wallace, and Wallace knocks down another three. My goodness, Cason Wallace. And it's just like that. It's up to 10. It's up to 10. Smart bringing it down. Euro's in the lane, leaves it off for Hayes, goes up, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. 1:20 to go. Jason said, not going to lie, didn't see Brunson being this good either. Nobody did. Nobody did. But they knew they were getting a good player, and they knew they weren't overpaying for that player. I think that was more of the point. Him developing into a superstar-level player is different. But again, you have to hit the lottery in some way. So the Knicks, as Jackson Hayes knocks down the free throw, the Knicks weren't hitting the lottery, the draft lottery, and nor did they want to continue to play the draft lottery, considering how many times they had already lost it. So they were like, screw it. We're going to start just signing good players, and hopefully one of them develops into a star-level player. Little did they know they were signing a guy who was going to develop into a superstar-level player, but that's besides the point. They were going to take swings. They try to throw the backdoor cut. Hartenstein tries to throw the backdoor cut. The SGA gets kicked out of bounds. Sunset and Skylines, what's up, Sunset? Jimbo Dini, what's up, Jimbo? What about Pablo? Only if he wants 35 when he joined the NBA? Prigioni? Shout out Pablo Prigioni, man. A true basketball legend. SGA, a rhythm dribble, pull up three, can't get it to go. James back in, snatches the rebound. Kicks it out to Luke Kennard, bringing it down against SGA. They get over to Marcus Smart in the left corner. Smart tries to throw the slip pass to Jackson Hayes, gets knocked out of the air by Harnstein. He comes up with the steal. SGA pull-up foul line jumper, too strong, can't get it to go. Battle on the boards. Rebound from Harnstein gets knocked over to Isaiah Joe. He misses the pull-up mid-range shot. SGA throws a lob up top to Harnstein. It's a bad pass. Harnstein able to grab it anyway. Can't knock down the floater. Smart with the rebound. Tough battling for the Lakers down low. Smart throws the home run pass. James throws the swing out pass to Kennard. Mishandles the ball. Step back behind the three-point line. And he knocks down a big-time three. Lakers battling. They're battling. 6-point game. 20 seconds to go here. SGA bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Smart. SGA is going to wind down time. 7 seconds to go. Rhythm dribble pull up three again. In and out, can't get that one to stay. James with the rebound. Home run. Oh, no. Three-quarter scored heave at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And that will be the end of our first quarter. And I will say, they have Adu Thoreau, rookie Adu Thoreau in here. I love rookie Adu Thoreau. First of all, he's got a great name, Adu Thoreau. That's number one. But then number two, the fact that they are just like Jake LaRavia, get him out of here. Let's throw Adu Thoreau out there. He was one of the better perimeter defenders in his draft class. And he was actually on my board in terms of players I wanted the Knicks to draft. But I'm happy that we ended up with Mo Diawara. Bruce Fowler said Carmelo ran Jeremy Lin out of town. Maybe. I haven't really looked too much into it. I know Carmelo has had interviews talking about the Jeremy Lin era, but I also think Jeremy Lin kind of wanted his money, knowing that maybe that's the most amount of money he would have ever been able to secure, and the most amount of money came from the Houston Rockets, unfortunately, for the New York Knicks, which honestly maybe could have benefited the Knicks, considering Jeremy Lin was a solid NBA player, but never hit the peaks of Linsanity ever again. Bible said they did Jeremy wrong. Jeremy said the NBA is rigged in an interview. I don't think he said that. I'm going to go on a limb. I don't know what interview you're talking about, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say he probably didn't say the NBA was rigged. Jason said the best NBA commercials lately is the old timers and the new guys sharing the court at the same time. Old guys superimposed onto the court. I think I know what commercial you're talking about, and that is a good one. But there is a wacky one where there's which one is it? There's one where a player is out there and like the old legend is superimposed. Oh, the Luka one. I think you're talking about that one where Luka was still in the Mavs and they had an image where Dirk was superimposed with Luka Doncic on the court, and everybody was like, why would you? They played together. Why would you didn't have to do that? Bruce said once he started to get the limelight, he turned the locker room against him. I don't know. There's plenty of interviews about it. Again, I haven't looked too much into it because I don't think that would have helped the Knicks anyway. I mean, he was a deeply flawed player who had an incredible hot streak, which came at a beautiful time, and it happened in the world's most famous arena with the world's most famous team. So, but again, I think he was like, well, Houston's offering me the most amount of money, so I'm going to sign the Houston contract. And I think that's kind of what it came down to. I don't think Melo ran him off the team. You also got to remember the context of, like, remember Jeremy Lin was hurt down the stretch of the season and was hurt during the playoffs, and he didn't come back to the team despite being medically cleared to play, and everybody had the sense and the feeling that it was like, well, he's going to make sure he doesn't get re-injured because obviously he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. He wants his money. And it's like, okay, so he's putting himself over the team. And then there was that whole conversation. Whether or not you agree with it, there was that whole conversation, and I think that's when people started to look at him a little side-eyed, like, you're not going to come back on the court and help us in this playoff game even though you're medically cleared to play? So there was a whole lot of that going on as well. Freeway said if we have let Deuce or Midge go because of cap reasons, what position would you look to upgrade? center. If Mitchell Robinson leaves, you have to upgrade the center spot. 1,000%. Fung Pei said, yeah, I didn't catch Jeremy saying that either. Yeah. And Jeremy Lin's a very smart guy, so I don't think he would have come out and directly said the NBA's rigged. I highly doubt that. But I haven't seen the interview, so I'm not going to completely push back against it. But Austin Reeves pulls it out. A.J. Mitchell stops playing because he got hit in the face. And they swing it out to Luke Kennard, wide open for three, and he knocks it down. A.J. Mitchell just stopped playing, and now he's looking to bring the ball down the court. Keep playing, A.J. Mitchell. My goodness. Rated, what's up, Rated? It's a three-point game. Mitchell crosses over to his left on Thoreau, going all the way to the basket, scoop layup, gets chased down, blocked by Thoreau, but that is indeed a goaltend, which, by the way, helps the bingo card. Also, Hachimura, Jared McCain has yet to play today, so that's not good for a bingo card. Right, is he in the game now? He is in the game now. Okay, thank goodness. He is going to play. We have Rui 3 threes, and that is a goaltend right there. So there you go. Reeves has it up top, gets it over to James. James in the post against Mitchell. They swing it out to Kennard, swings through to his right, takes the baseline, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to James, extra pass, Austin Reeves, wide open straightaway three. They need it, and he delivers. Forgot to give him that goaltend, but then Reeves knocked down the three. We got a 2-point ball game here, 33-31. Caruso over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top. Coming to his left, hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell crosses over to his left against Kennard. Down the lane, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. A lot of bodies falling all over the place. No foul call. Out of bounds off of Harnstein. Ball going back to the Lakers. 5-star, what's up, 5-star? Hear me out, y'all. Mitch and McHale for AD. You take Mitchell Robinson's name out of your mouth. You do that, 5-star. You do that. I don't want nothing to do with the glass man himself, Anthony Davis. 1-0. 1-0. Reeves driving it down. It looked like maybe he wanted to throw that lob to Adu Thoreau. Almost ends up in a turnover, but Kleber able to pick it up, and then he throws it away anyway. So it does end up in a turnover. They kick it over to McCain, right corner three. He splashes it. There you go, Jared McCain. He was on fire in the previous game. He's bringing that right into here in L.A. as he knocks down that three. It's 36-31, 5-point game. Austin Reeves bringing it down. Reeves up top being guarded by Mitchell. They get over to Maxi Kleber, who's in the game. They are just... J.J. Redick is just trying things, man. He's going deeper into the bench here in this game. He's giving other guys opportunity. James has it, left wing, high post, being guarded by Chet Holmgren. Euros down the lane, tries to sneak it inside the Maxi Kleber, out of bounds. It's going to go to the Thunder. No, it's going to be a shot clock violation. We'll take that too. That is also on the bingo card. We'll take that too. Shot clock violation. We are filling in the bingo card early here. We already have one of our props with Rui 3 threes going off. McCain, off the handoff from Harnstein, steps back, pump fakes, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top being guarded by Thoreau. Gets it over to A.J. Mitchell, dancing with it against Thoreau. Driving to his right, they kick it out to Holmgren, being guarded by James. Coming to his left, puts up the foul line jumper over James. Got it to go for Chet Holmgren. That jump shot is looking smooth and good for Chet Holmgren, man. That's a problem for the rest of the league if that jump shot, which had been off for a majority of his career, starts to get calibrated here. They get over to Kleber up top, hands it off to Reeves, coming to his left, and that's a moving screen on Maxi Kleber. It's a bad one from Kleber there. 9:23 to go. Jason said, Jalen roasting Kenyon Martin will never get old. It was because it was a beautiful roast. It was perfect. It was a perfect roast. We're filling in the bingo card already. We're McCain 12 points, and he's got 3, and 8 and 12 points away from a bingo already. Harnstein has it up top. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, driving to his left on James, bullying his way to the basket, kicks out to Holmgren at the last second, a 3 from Holmgren, out of the left corner, can't get it to go, and it's a loose ball foul on the Lakers, so it'll stay here with the Thunder. Bible said, where do you get the bingo card numbers? I make them myself, brother. I make them myself. Sons and Jen said, if you want, or like the numbers, like in terms of James 25, like I just make them up off of my head, off of my basketball knowledge, what I think is possible for these players. A.J. Mitchell crosses over down the lane, lefty layup off glass, got it to go past Maxi Kleber. You got to think about pulling Kleber out of this game, brother. Kleber's been rough. He's been rough, offensively and defensively. You got to get him out. Just like that, it was a 2-point game. It's now back ballooning up to 9. They get it to James, high post, being guarded by Caruso. James, over the top pass. Reeves, down the lane, gets caught in the air. No look past the Hachimura with the 2-handed slam in the paint. What an aggressive move from Rui Hachimura. A.J. Mitchell quickly pushing it the other way. They kick it out. Caruso wide open left wing three. He can't get it to go. Kennard the rebound over to Reeves. Reeves will bring it down. 7-point game. Austin Reeves up top. Coming to his left off a double screen. Reeves dancing with it. Coming to his right now. Swings it over to Kennard. Extra pass James. Wide open left corner three from him. Can't get it to go down. Battle on the boards for the rebound. Chet Holmgren picks it up. They're pushing the other way. Gets it over to Caruso. Caruso leaves it off for Mitchell. Mitchell inside pass to Harnstein. Loses the handle on the ball. And they gave it to the Thunder. Ed Malloy. Couple of rough calls already here tonight. And they're going to change the call and give it back to the Lakers here. It's crazy because Harnstein started the dribble, or started to walk the other way after turning it over. And then James Malloy saw that and he said, nah, we're going to keep it here with the Thunder. As if that's not an admission that it was out of bounds off of me. Not a great night for Malloy. We got 8 minutes to go here. Timer slightly behind now, but we're good. We'll catch up at some point. They get over to Kennard on the right wing. 7-point game, 40-33. Kennard being guarded by Jared McCain. Pulls it out. Dancing around a James screen, driving to his right. Tries to get it back to James. Ball knocked into the air. James touch pass back to Kennard. Driving it down in the paint. Throws up a floater. Off the back rim. Gets the friendly bounce and he gets it to drop down. 5-point game. 7:30 to go. A.J. Mitchell up top, swings it over to Holmgren, swings through to his right, down the lane, in the paint, stops, spins, sees a double team, steps through, gets the floater to go down anyway. Got to be stronger than that, Austin Reeves. You got to be stronger than that. Got to hold your own in the paint down there. Jason said, yep, only exciting series in the West this year, to be fair. To be honest, yeah, that other one over in San Antonio and Minnesota, for sure. Kennard gets it over to James, right corner, jab step, three over Caruso, rattles it in for LeBron James. It's all hands on deck for the Lakers. Everybody's going to have to play well if they want to beat this Thunder team. They get over to Holmgren. They hand it off to Mitchell. Pump fakes, driving to his right down the lane. Gets it over to Harnstein. Throws up a high floater. It looked like a lob, actually. Holmgren comes down with it, and he goes back up with a one-handed slam. And it's 44-38. We're approaching the halfway point now. Freeway said, Rui's a dog? Is he a dog? Is he? I don't know. Nice drive by Reeves. Kicks it out to an open Hachimura. Hachimura responds by knocking down a three. And the Lakers continue to battle, man. I give them a ton of credit here. This is a great, great battle for the Lakers. I mean, it takes Hachimura going 4 for 4 from three. This is a great battle from the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. And a timeout here from the Thunder. 6:17 to go. Approaching the halfway point. Baba said, Bronny not playing tonight. He went deep in the bench already. I mean, he's just trying different guys out there. He wants bigger, stronger players. So you went to Cleaver instead of LaRavia. He went to Adu Thoreau as their backup wing. He's a rookie, hasn't played much throughout the season. He's getting playoff minutes here against the Thunder because they're just looking for big, strong bodies out there to play defense. Jason Rui has been playing well in these playoffs. Yeah, I just don't know if I would describe him as a dog, but he's a good basketball player. I always liked Rui Hachimura, but I wouldn't describe him as a dog. Freeway said, I think the Wolves can give the Spurs a good series. I think they could win one more game unlike the Cavs. Yeah, I could see them winning at least one more. The Timberwolves, that is. But I don't know why a lot of people feel like they can upset the Spurs. They're just not healthy enough. There's no shame in saying that. I think fully healthy, absolutely they could. They're just not healthy enough. Sconberg said Cleveland actually showed up today, huh? Give us a little time for OG to fully heal. I mean, the Lakers have shown up for all these games. The problem is, come the second half, at some point in the third quarter, or even if it takes until the fourth quarter, the Thunder are just like, all right, let's turn up the notch to championship level and let's get these guys out of the game, and that's kind of what has happened. It's been close games through the first 2.5 to 3 quarters. MBM said, AR has Austin Reeves has the refs all in his head. Just play ball. I mean, these are the two preeminent flopping teams in the NBA. So, they're all going to be talking the refs' ears off all night long. Curtis Painter said, wanted to chime in yesterday when man brought up Rui. I do like his game as well, Chef. Still grafting? Yeah, I like Hachimura's game. I never thought he'd turn into a sniper as a jump shooter, but he's finding his role in the NBA. He's improved his game to that point. James, by the way, working his way towards the triple-double here tonight, 7, 4, and 4. We did talk about him needing to have a big night for them to have a chance, obviously. Reeves still only sitting with 4 points, 1 for 6 from the field. He does have 7 assists, though. He's doing a good job breaking down the defense, getting into the paint, and kicking it out to his shooters. Rel Money, what's up, Rel? It's been a good game until the refs started the BS. I mean, that is almost every game. But the Thunder turn up that notch to championship level. There's very few teams that can keep up with them. Because there's very few teams you could actually see winning a championship. Jay said if they weren't hurt, yeah, with the Timberwolves. Yeah, even if SGA, and even if it was just Dante DiVincenzo, if it was just Dante going out with the injury, I'd be like, okay, they could still find ways to overcome that injury. It's a huge injury. And I think it's bigger than people are giving it credit for. But I think they could still find ways to get over that injury or find ways to play through that injury and still win that series. But you start factoring in the Anthony Edwards not fully healthy, Ayo Dosunmu not fully healthy, and you just start running out of guys very, very quickly. Like, those are 2 incredibly important guards for you. Not to mention you're already down the Dante DiVincenzo guard spot. So you're just running out of available guards in that spot. Bible said next year is going to be so lit. Kyrie, Lillard, and all the free agents. I don't think any of those guys are leaving their teams, though. SGA, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go down. James, the rebound. SGA, a pretty rough night tonight. He is 1 for 9. The Lakers turn it back over. McCain bringing it down. I look down for a second to look at SGA. He's going to walk into a pull-up 3. He's going to miss another shot, and that's a loose ball foul. Looks like on DeAndre Ayton as Chet Holmgren hits the floor. We're past the halfway point, and SGA is 1 for 9 from the field. Whoa. And yet the Thunder are leading. And yet, it's a foul on Marcus Smart, by the way. Pushing on Chet Holmgren there. Man said Terry Shane is a solid guard. He's solid. But there's a reason why he wasn't a part of the rotation throughout the regular season. Holmgren will fire up a right wing 3. He'll miss it. Kennard pulls down the rebound to get over to James. James hit ahead to Smart. Smart pushing the pace. Has it on the left wing being guarded by Holmgren. Smart gets it over to James. James on the left wing being guarded by J. Will. James is going to rhythm dribble sidestep 3. And he's going to knock down the rhythm dribble sidestep 3 for LeBron. And we're tied at 44. 5:30 to go here. Is that Leonardo DiCaprio in the building? Okay, Leo, I see you. The stars out for the Lakers. Not close to the Knicks stars, I'll tell you that. SGA, another step back 3. This time he knocks it down. It was about time he was going to hit one. He's now 2 for 10 from the floor. Smart has it up top being guarded by SGA. They get it to Ayton. Ayton being guarded by J. Will. Hands it off to Kennard. Gets it over to James. Coming down. Swings it out to Hachimura. Back to James in the post being guarded by Lou Dort. James he's looking good. He's moving well. Looking spry. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. SGA ends up with it. Hits the deck. Smart dives on it. Saves it. Gets it over to Ayton. Gets it back to Smart. Back to James. James steps behind the three-point line. He's really feeling it. Firing away that one. Misses it. Rebounded by Holmgren. SGA bringing it down. Gets fouled by James. SGA spends more time on the floor than he does on his feet. My goodness. He feels contact. He's crumbling to the ground. SGA, stay on your feet, big dog. Come on, man. Jason said, sorry to say, but those guys don't change the playoff landscape. Are we talking about Bible saying like Kyrie and Lillard and whatnot? I think maybe Kyrie. We'll see what he looks like coming back from the injury. Maybe Lillard too. That Portland team definitely needed a point guard, and Lillard could transition in the next part of his career into being like just a really awesome point guard rather than like a superstar level player, just be an awesome point guard. And I think that's fine. Like Jason Kidd did. SGA, another step back 3. He misses it. Reeves the rebound. Is SGA hurting? Why is he settling for all these jump shots? I have seen him grab at that like hamstring thigh muscle area. Reeves across the baseline, puts up the floater, gets blocked out of bounds by SGA. SGA struggling mightily. 2 for 11 from the field for him. He's going to sub out. Oh, no, he's going to stay in the game. He's going to come up here. 8 points, 2 for 11 from the field. Jay said, I'm talking about Kyrie and Dave. Yeah, I could see. I don't know if they changed the playoff landscape. You're right about that. But maybe, what if a good team trades for them? And what if they just transition the latter parts of their career from being like I said, all-star, all-NBA level point guards to just being like awesome, really solid point point guards. Reeves picks up the loose ball. He'll take the baseline, pump fake, goes up, trying to draw the foul. He does draw the foul, and he gets the lefty flip shot layup to go down as well. Wild shot from Austin Reeves, but he got it to go. 4 minutes to go here. MBM said, OKC has multiple gears, just like my Knicks. Yeah, hopefully that final gear's is close as well, though. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? Good guess. Good game. Refs stay out of it. They have stayed out of it for the most part. They have. Pretty good. Adam Malloy has come close to making a couple of rough calls, but I think for the most part, the officiating's been fine. They're allowing a level of physicality. It's not getting out of control here. SJ setting for a lot of jump shots, though. He's going to cross over, drive it down now, spins in the lane, gets caught in the air, kicks out to J-Will. J-Will catches, fires, can't get it to go. Ayton the rebound. And Ayton gets it over to Smart. Smart will bring it down. Smart lobs it over the top. Hachimura in the paint, goes up, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. It's a foul on Isaiah Joe. And the Lakers have the opportunity of taking a lead here. They have the opportunity of taking a lead here. Hachimura already with 15 points. 5 for 7 from the floor. Tay Cowboy said Indy did push them to 7. They did indeed. They did indeed, Tay. They did indeed. You're right about that. I've seen a couple of people bring it up where it's like, hey, man, I know everybody's penciling them into the finals, but they still got to get past the Spurs. If the Spurs end up making it, which I think they will. And then they have to get past whatever team East makes it, and it looks like it's going to be the Knicks. But although the Pistons will have something to say about that. Hachimura knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Naya Dimitri, what's up, Naya? Hachimura goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. 49-47. 3:45 to go here. First lead since it was 12-10 here for the Lakers. They battled back, staying in it. A.J. Mitchell gets it over to Isaiah Joe, curling off a Harnstein screen. Reeves hits the floor. They get it into Harnstein, and Harnstein turns it over. Home run, hit ahead past the Reeves. Going past the defense, two-handed slam for him. And now it's a 4-point lead for the Lakers. Defense leading the offense. Look at that. Sloppy play from the Thunder. Are we getting a timeout here? We're getting a timeout here for the Thunder. Lakers crowd getting into it. A game like this makes you look at this series going, maybe the Lakers could have put up a much better fight than I'm giving them credit for, but, you know. Bible said, Kyrie doesn't change the landscape. Kyrie at 30, whatever he is, 32, 33 years old, coming off an ACL tear on a bad Dallas Mavericks team. No, Bible, I don't think he really changes the playoff landscape that much. This is not prime Kyrie coming off vacation. This is old man Kyrie who is coming off an ACL tear. Curtis Painter said, we already stole 1 trophy from the alien. We did indeed. We did indeed. Sons and Jen said, yeah, I'd have to agree on Dame and Kyrie. Very skilled, but if you're relying on role players, you're kind of in trouble. Yeah, I mean, look, Kyrie, all-NBA, all-star level point guard, coming older in his career now, coming off an ACL injury. Like, he's just not going to be the same level of player. Is he still going to be an awesome point guard? Of course, he's supremely skilled. But is he changing the playoff landscape? Probably not. Probably not, especially considering the team he's on the Dallas Mavericks. Probably not. Unless Cooper Flagg takes a ridiculous leap next year, which is not out of the realm of possibility. Maybe the Mavericks win the lottery again this year. We'll see. As far as Damian Lillard goes, like, again, he's coming off an Achilles tear late into his career. He's well into his 30s now. Is he going to come back and look like Damian Lillard again? No, probably not. Probably not. Can he have, like, this second half performance of his career, kind of like how Jason Kidd had, where Jason Kidd was at one point the best point guard in the NBA, or at least in the conversation of it, and was a perennial all-NBA performer as the point guard at the point guard position, and he transitioned into just being like a really awesome floor general point guard that helped the Dallas Mavericks win a championship? Like, can those guys transition to that in their career? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's a transition. They're coming off injuries. They're probably not going to be the same majority of next year. We'll see. We'll see what they look like. MEM said, Detroit will not beat the Knicks. No secondary consistent score. We have 3. I tend to agree, but you can never count them out. You can never count them out. It's a tough physical basketball team. Now, their playoff performances so far, even against the Cavs, even in the wins that they've had against the Cavs, have not been very impressive to me, but we'll see. They like that Knicks matchup for whatever reason. They came up huge in the regular season. I don't think that'll happen in the playoffs, though. Again, those 3 regular season wins against the Knicks were 3 of their best shooting games in the regular season. Freeway said, as much as I hate to say it, I think Indy would have won the finals if not for Hallie going down. I just threw up in my mouth saying that. They definitely would have had a really good chance. It's hard to say. It was so early in the game, right? Wasn't it like within the first 4 minutes? It's hard, and they were playing awesome, obviously. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say that they definitely would have won it. Game would have had to play out, of course. So, Bible said, look at Jason Tatum's comeback. Yeah, what happened to the Celtics? Eliminated in the first round, giving up a 3-1 lead. And he didn't even play the last game because of calf tightness in his other leg, because of the muscle imbalance. Like, it's, yeah. I did see Jason Tatum's return, and I got them eliminated in the first round because he wasn't 100%. Curtis Painter said, we've had problems with Detroit all year. Matchup issue? I don't know if it's a matchup issue. I really don't. I think, like I said, the 3 games that the Detroit Pistons played against the Knicks in the regular season were 3 of their best shooting games, and they were a very bad shooting team. Maybe it is a matchup issue. We'll just have to see if they do indeed match up. SGA, the step back foul line fall away, got it to go. Coming out of the timeout, he's going to be looking for some level of revenge here. He's now 3 for 12 from the field. A terrible shooting start to the game. Let's see if he picks it up as the game goes on. Final 3-minute stretch of this first half. Reeves up top, coming to his right, crossing over to his left, down the lane, leaning in, kicks it out. Kennard, left wing 3, he's got space, and he knocks it down. 54-49. 5-point lead for the Lakers. Here comes A.J. Mitchell, up top, coming to his left. Gets it over to SGA. SGA being guarded by Reeves, coming to his left. They show 2. He leans in, step back, foul line, fall away. Can't get it to go, comes up short. Rebounded by Hachimura. Here comes Austin Reeves, bringing it down. He has it up top. 5-point lead. Gets it over to Smart. Hands it off to Reeves. Reeves being guarded by Caruso. Spins. Coming to his left. Dancing around the 8 screen. Coming to his right. Reeves stops. Throws a wild cross-court pass to Smart. Finds its way through. Smart driving it down in the paint. Pump fakes. Goes up floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Knocked over to Caruso. Caruso bringing it down the other way. Caruso head down to the basket. Scoop with the right hand. Got it to go for Alex Caruso as he falls into the crowd. Lakers quickly trying to push it the other way. Reeves doesn't have anybody running with him, so he slows it down. Up top. 3-point game now. 51-54. Reeves coming off the screen. Euros down the lane. Loses the hand on the ball. Looking for the foul. Doesn't get it. It's the playoffs, Austin Reeves. He's going to have to play through contact. And then Smart gets fouled. And Smart fouls SGA and gets dragged to the ground. Nothing dirty about it. Players just got tied up. SGA and Smart checking in on each other as they fell across each other. And SGA will go to the foul line for 2. Austin Reeves flailing and flopping around against Hartenstein there, and is upset he didn't get the foul call. Welcome to the playoffs, Austin Reeves. Play through the contact. Jay Hammer said Knicks should sign KD for the low. I'm good, brother. Don't bring KD around my team. Jason said Jason Tatum also shot pull-up jumpers. That's not Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie can absolutely shoot pull-up jumpers. Could transition that game. He's more than capable enough. He's got the handle, and he's a good pull-up jumper even before the injury. But he is smaller. We'll see. We'll see what they look like coming off the injury. It's also a different injury. It's an ACL injury. But again, later in their careers. Jason Tatum's in the prime of his athletic career. SGA knocks down both free throws. Here come the Lakers bringing it down. Reeves has it up top. Under 2 to go. Reeves picks up his handle out by the half-court line. They get over to James. James being guarded by Caruso. Has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Hachimura. Coming to his left off the James screen. Good screen from James. James has positioning on A.J. Mitchell. Puts him in the post. Backing him down. They show a double team. Picks up his handle. Throws it away. Caruso read it all the way. He picks it off. And the pass was meant for Kennard. And a foul on Luke Kennard. Trying to keep up with Caruso there. MBM said, no KD, not a team player, Mr. Burner. Yeah, talking about your teammates behind their back is pretty crazy. Jay Lopez said, hope Lakers can get at least 1 game. I'm with you. Give us at least 1. Extend the series to 5. Southern Jen said, get down the court, AR. Yeah, man. Too much hooting and hollering looking for foul calls all night. So the Thunder will inbound it off that foul call. They are in the bonus, so any other fouls in this quarter will put them at the foul line. We have 1.5 to go here, 90 seconds. They get it to SGA up top, being guarded by Reeves. Just going to drive it down, step back in the corner. Caruso with 3 over Ayton. Well short, rebounded by Hachimura. Gets it over to James. James bringing it down. James up top, head down, driving to the rim, stops, picks up his handle, gets it over to Kennard. Kennard gets doubled by Caruso, picks up his handle, gets it over to Reeves up top. Reeves gets it down low to James. James in the post against Caruso. Former teammates going at it. James backing him down, backing him down, backing him down. Turns over the left shoulder, hook shot, can't get it to go. And rebounded by Holmgren. Here comes SGA. Thunder can retake this lead here with a minute to go. SGA bringing it down, dancing with it against Hachimura. Pulls it all the way out, driving to his right, pulls it back, step back, long fall away. 2, he got it. SGA getting that jump shot calibrated, shaking his head at himself. He was off, very off to start the game. He's now 4 for 14, but he's up to 14 points. Reeves has it up top. He's got 9 this quarter. Austin Reeves being guarded by Kayson Wallace. Reeves driving to his left on SGA. In the paint, leans in, draws the foul, and SGA is going to the foul line for 2. 30 seconds to go here. Jay Hammer said Kolek needs minutes. I think whatever the Knicks are doing, brother, they're fine. They've won 6 playoff games in a row. I don't think Kolek needs minutes. If Kolek were capable, he'd be getting minutes. Math's up. What's up, Math's up? Shea is throwing brick after brick. He's starting to get it going, though. You know, he was throwing up brick after brick as Reeves knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. And it's a tied ball game. So it's not a great sign for the Lakers that SGA was missing all these shots, and they couldn't really extend the lead here. Sadu Barry, what's up, Sadu Barry? Sheffy needs minutes, too? Nah, I'm good. I'll be the end of the bench guy collecting a check, not doing nothing. I'll do that. Reeves knocks down both free throws. Mitchell pushing it the other way. Crosses over to the rim. Lefty layup. Got it to go for A.J. Mitchell. Nice drive and finish there. 57-56. Reeves bringing it down. Up top. 20 seconds to go. Reeves being guarded by Wallace. Austin Reeves driving to his right. Dancing with it. Coming to his left, down the lane, stops, spins, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but he draws a foul in case on Wallace. He's going to the foul line for 2. Got 13 seconds to go here. Sudu Barry said, Sohan? You can do a Sohan? I mean, listen, man. I wish I could. Freeway said, believe it or not, Sheffy, being the 12th man on the bench in the NBA is good living. Oh, I believe it, brother. I don't need to believe it. I know it. I know it. I'd sign a $2.5 million minimum contract. Sure. To do nothing but work out and cheer my guys on. Be a vibes guy. I'll be a vibes guy. Jason said, I'm with Chef on that one. I don't need a seat on the bench. I'll chill on the court and hand towels to rotation players. Yeah. Who needs some Gatorade? You need a Gatorade? I got you, brother. Let me bring you some Gatorade. Aiden ends up with the offensive rebound and throws it down off the missed free throw. And they take the 2-point lead. 8 seconds to go. SGA bringing it down. Final possession. SGA crosses over to his left on Smart. They swing it out. A.J. Mitchell. Extra pass. Ran up the line is Holmgren. He's got to turn, spin, fire, and throws up the air ball. And that's going to be the end of the first half right there. And the Lakers take a lead. A 2-point lead at halftime. Hachimura playing out of his mind. 16 points in that first quarter. We already filled in the Hachimura 3 threes bingo spot here. 40 Scope said Luka's bad attitude is rubbing off on Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves kind of had that attitude before Luka arrived, brother. I'm not going to lie. Kay Hayes said Reeves threw that ball away like it was the end of the game. Yeah, I don't understand that, but I don't understand that. Austin Reeves tonight, 12 points, 3 for 9 from the field. He does have 8 assists. He's working his way towards a double-double. LeBron James, 10, 5, and 4. He's working his way towards a triple-double. We'll see if we can get that. I think the only player on the court who could actually give us a triple-double, unless somebody wants to get a triple-double with turnovers, although I doubt that'll happen. Kayson Wallace with 11 points, by the way. We have him up here for what, 15? 15. He's more than on pace for 15 points here tonight. Jeremy McCain hit 1 3. We have him up here for 12. We'll see what he's got later on tonight. We're going to need him for 12 points and Ayton for 12 points in order to give us bingo. DeAndre Ayton ends up with 4. 4 points, 4 boards for DeAndre Ayton. They're going to need a little bit more ahead of that guy. Bruce said you're already our hype guy. I could be their hype guy too, though. I could do both. Knicks, you want to pay me to be their hype guy? I'll do it. John Smile, what's up, John? John Smiley, what's up, John? The gentleman's sweep is not being offered by OKC. You got to earn it tonight. Yep, that's a good way of putting it. Go get gentlemen swept. Go have respect for yourself and get gentlemen swept, man. For sure. Jason dominating. Lano Mona to the Blino, Habishavi's agent. Yeah, I'm going to need some representation for sure. What else do we have here? SGA for 30. I mean, he's got 14 here, and he had a terrible first half shooting. If they need him to go off for 30, he's going to very easily walk his way to 30 here tonight because he will start to knock down his shots in the second half. 14, 3, and 2 on 14 shot attempts. Not a good first half for SGA, but he still finds his way to 14 points because, of course, he does. Jay Hammer said, is Kleber available? Kleber is available. He has played. Did not play well. Did not play well at all. Bible said, you got Mitchell for 20. How many does he have so far? AJ Mitchell has 6 points so far. Only 6 points for AJ Mitchell. He is up here for 20. 20 still on the board for him. We'll see what he ends up with. He's not been overly aggressive here tonight. Again, SGA's done a lot of the shooting. He's taken 14 shot attempts so far. So, outside of that, we have James for 25. He's got 10. We'll see if he gets there. Triple-double. He's also working his way towards that. He's got 10, 5, and 4. We'll see. Maybe he starts to slow down in the second half, but we'll see. Showtime said, incredible effort by the Lakers. Can the old guys maintain this effort and three-point shooting? OKC tends to wear teams down. Yeah. I mean, they've been in the first two games through about 2.5, 3 quarters before OKC, like you said, would wear them down and pull away by the end of it. Bible said Aiden for 12. How much does he have? DeAndre Aiden has 4 points. 4 points, 4 boards. What else do we have? McCain for 12. We talked about. Chet for 25. He's got 12. On pace for that. We'll see how aggressive he is in the second half. Any player for 3 stocks? We'll check the box scores for that in a second. We haven't had 2 consecutive missed free throws yet. Hopefully we get that here tonight. Smart for 15, and he has 3. He made his first shot of the night, missed his next 4. He's got 3 points. That's it. They're going to need Marcus Smart to pick up his play. He can't go 1 for 5 in a game that you desperately need scoring in. I know he's got a tough task. He's being tasked with guarding SGA. He's doing his best. But it's been a rough night for Marcus Smart yet again, coming off Game 2, which was also a rough night for him. So 4-point play, tech foul. Mitchell for 20. We talked about double-double. Kennard for 3 threes. I think he has 1 3 or 2 threes. We'll double-check the box score here. I think he's got 2 threes. No, he definitely has 1 at least. SGA for 30, we talked about. Logo 3, successful challenge. Aiden for 12, we talked about. Wallace for 15, we talked about. And Austin Reeves for 25. He's sitting with 12. So, again, he's also on pace for the 25 points there. Jason said that diagonal is looking juicy for the bingo tonight. You need Aiden to give you 12. You need McCain to give you 12. McCain only has the 3 points. He's only taking the 1 shot. So, he's going to need to have a much bigger second half. We'll see. The 3-point shooting has been incredibly on fire here for... No, let's keep this here, actually. And then we'll go back over here. The 3-point shooting has felt like it's been on fire here for the Lakers. So let's take a look at the team stats first. MBM said, hit the like button and subscribe. We love to have your support. Appreciate you, MBM. Absolutely. If you guys are enjoying the show, remember to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We cover basketball games every single time, every single night. Bible said, what happens when you get bingo? How are we going to celebrate? Just going to have to wait and see till we get bingo. Possession battle, about even. Slight lead to the Thunder, 45-42. Even the shot making, 23 for the Thunder, 20 for the Lakers. The 3-point shooting has been on fire. They're 11 for 20 from 3 in the first half. That's incredible. It's a phenomenal number to be at right there. My goodness. While the Oklahoma City Thunder are 6 for 18, not nearly as incredible, but still not terrible either in the first half. They hit 6 threes. Free throw battle, 11 for the Lakers, 6 for the Thunder. Thunder not getting to the foul line. Trying to win off of pure hoops tonight. I love the lack of free throw shooting here tonight from both sides. Although the Lakers did get 11, which is a fine number for a half, for sure. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? Lakers got a shot to steal one. I mean, they did in the other 2 games as well. So it's going to come down to this second half, and particularly the fourth quarter, see if they can hold on in this matchup. Rebounding battle, about even, 21-20. The Lakers have 2 more offensive rebounds, 7-5. Assists, 16-11. Steals, 7-4. 11 assists for the Thunder. SGA doing a lot of isolation here today. Jason said, shooting better from 3 than they are from 2. It's tough down there in that paint against that Thunder defense, man. But the three-point shooters, specifically Hachimura, came out in fuego. So, yeah. Yeah, they're 11 for 20 from 3, making them 9 for 22 from 2-point range, which is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Freeway said, I'm watching UFC, listening to Chevy call the game here. Great community being built here. Smash the like. Appreciate you, Freeway. Appreciate you, brother. Really love having you in the chat, big dog. I really do. Total turnover 6-9. The Lakers are turning the ball over more than the Thunder are. That's where the possession lead comes in for the Thunder there. It's a slight lead, but a lead nonetheless. They've turned it over 3 less times than the Lakers have. Fast break points, 11-5. That's what the Thunder do. They're going to look to turn you over and get on a run. Points in the paint, 30 for the Thunder, 16 for the Lakers. Them 3-point shots, man. Them 3-point shots are keeping them in the game here. Largest lead for the Thunder was 10. The largest lead for the Lakers has been 5. Thunder have led for 73% of the game. Lakers only 18%. But they do take this halftime lead 59-57 here. JP Drone with the JP. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So let's take a look to see the box score. Who in particular is leading the way here for the Lakers? Obviously, we know Hachimura is the leader. He has knocked down 4 threes. He's actually 4 for 4 from 3-point range. A perfect outing for Hachimura so far. 5% from the floor overall for 16 points. LeBron James, 4 for 12 from the field for 10 points, 2 for 5 from 3, 5 boards, 4 assists, 2 turnovers for James. We go down to DeAndre Ayton. Got to give him more, brother, than 4 points, 4 boards. Got to give him more than that. He does have 3 offensive rebounds, so there's that. Marcus Smart, only 1 for 5 from the field. Again, I know he's tasked with an incredibly difficult matchup here, going up against SGA. So I know he's maybe not going to have the legs offensively, but brother, you got to give something more than 1 for 5 from the field. He made his first shot, missed the next 4. He's 1 for 2 from 3. They're going to need more from you, man. Austin Reeves, 12 points, 3 for 9 from the field, 5 for 7 from the foul line. If there's anybody still grifting their way to the foul line here tonight, it's Austin Reeves. He does have 12 assists, though, so you got to give him credit where credit is due. This is a fantastic number in the first half. He's working his way towards the double-double. Maybe he will be the one to break that bingo spot for us. In terms of off the bench, they're trusting Luke Kennard. He played 18 minutes and had 13 points. Luke Kennard hit 3 threes? Where was I when he hit those 3 threes? That's the Luke Kennard, Jason. Yes, sir. That's the Luke Kennard spot. 3 threes for him. Now, as far as any players for 3 stocks, nobody for the Lakers. Everybody with only 1 across the board. Steals. No blocks for them. We go over to the Thunder side. Feel like they got to be up there in stocks. Yeah, SGA. Oh, no. He's got 2 stocks. Steal and a block. Yeah. Although Caruso off the bench has 3 steals, and it's any player for 3 stocks, so that fills that one in as well. That fills that one in as well. So we have 2 bingo spots to fill in here. We have any player for 3 stocks right here, and then we have the Kennard 3 threes. Where's that? All the way over here. There we go. We have 2 spots there. Jason said, we're bingo hunt tonight. Yes, indeed we are. Yes, indeed we are. In full hunt mode here tonight. Because I don't expect the Lakers to pull this win off. I'll be surprised if they do. I'm rooting for it, but I'll be surprised if they do. So we are indeed bingo hunting here tonight. And we're not far away from it. Obviously, we've talked about Ayton for 12 and McCain for 12. But now that we filled in a couple of spots here, SGA for 30 seems likely. Logo 3, we'll see. Successful challenge, okay. Reeves for 25, logo 3 and a jump ball. All right, not particularly close in any other regard, but we'll see. We'll see. As far as the Thunder box score goes, Hartenstein, 13 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 turnovers. You'll love to see this. You'll love to see this. Paying this man $30 million a year to give you this? Disgusting. Horrific. Terrible. Don't give me my Hartenstein rant. I don't want to do it tonight. Chet Holmgren, 12 points. He's been pretty good. He's 0 for 4 from 3, though, so that's pretty rough. 5 boards and an assist for him. He only has 1 block as well, no steals. SGA, 14 points, 14 shot attempts. We've talked about this. He also has the 2 turnovers as well. Lou Dort, 2 points in 9 minutes. Hasn't really done much. Same with AJ Mitchell, 6 points in 16 minutes, 3 for 5 from the field. A lot of isolation from SGA here today. Just that said, the Lakers are my least favorite team from California. Yeah. Tons of chance had rain free today. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Hartenstein's having a bad outing, so I don't have to do a Hartenstein rant. Infuriates me every time I see his ugly, ugly face. his horrifically ugly face. I hate that guy with a passion. Off the bench for the Oklahoma City Thunder, pretty much everybody got in on the action. The only guy who played minutes and didn't score was Isaiah Joe here. Jay Will knocked down a 3 for 3 points, also had the 4 rebounds. Caruso got a layup for 2 points. He also has the 3 steals. Thank you, Caruso, for the 3 stocks there. Isaiah Joe yet to score. He's 0 for 1 from the field. Kason Wallace came off the bench firing away, 4 for 4 from the field and 3 for 3 from three-point range for 11 points. We have him up there for 15, so he's 2 baskets away, 2 layups away from hitting the 15-point marker for us. McCain, he came in, knocked down the 3 right away, thought like, hey, cool, yeah. McCain for 12 points doesn't feel out of the realm of possibility. After 3 weeks of extensive concentration, Steve Kerr and the Warriors agreed to continue the legendary partnership. Why'd they phrase it that way? I thought this breaking news was going to be Steve Kerr stepping away as the head coach of the team. No, Steve Kerr's coming back on a contract extension. Okay. Suns Gen said, grow Steve Kerr returning. Yeah, why did they phrase it that way? Giant breaking news text and putting it up on the screen. And I was like, with Steve Kerr's face, I was like, oh my God, is he leaving? No, he's just signing a contract extension. Okay, I expected him to come back. I didn't expect him to go anywhere. Where's he going? Steph Curry still there? Okay, then Steve Kerr is still going to stay. Jason said that OKC box score looks rough, only down 2, though, somehow. Yeah. I mean, Kason Wallace, 3 for 3 from three-point range, is doing a lot of uplifting. SGA, 14 points. Chet Holmgren, 12 points, doing a lot of uplifting. Outside of that, not a whole lot. Small contributions here and there. That's the dangerous part about this Thunder team, man. And they're not even playing particularly well. SGA, one of the worst first halves I've ever seen him play. 4 for 14 from the field. At one point, he was 1 for 9. You know? One point, he was 1 for 9. Since that point, he's gone 3 for 4, obviously, but 1 for 5 from 3, settling for a lot of jump shots. Again, there was a time he fell to the floor and then was kind of holding on and rubbing on his hamstring area, his thigh muscle there. And it's just, you look at that and you go, Hearn dealing with something, SGA? You hope not, obviously. You hope everybody's healthy and ready to go, but not a great sign. And him settling for jump shots here tonight is not the greatest sign. But also, I think it's a little bit of playing with their food of the Lakers, and when you're as good as the Thunder are, I think you're capable of playing with your food and still walking away with a W as they have in the first 2 games. Rose said Embiid playing injured. He is indeed playing injured. When is Embiid not playing injured? I think that's the question. Victor Marquez said Embiid is coming up with excuses of the Game 3 loss. I mean, he has an excuse for every loss throughout his career, other than I didn't play well enough and I got to be better next time. We make fun of Jalen Brunson all the time whenever the team goes on, whatever kind of losing streak or anything. And Jalen Brunson will go into the post-game presser and he'll say something along the lines of like, oh man, I need to be better. And we make fun of him because it's the same line every time. And we're like, oh, here comes Mr. I got to do better man over here, Jalen Brunson. He's, come on, man, give us another answer than that. And we make fun of him all the time. But like, that's the answer you have to give, right? That's the answer a leader gives. I have to be better. Jalen Brunson can go off for 40 points. The Knicks will lose the game. They'll ask him about it and be like, I got to do better. I got to do better. I should have scored 42 points. Make sure we win the game rather than just 40. And I think that's what a leader does. Whether he believes it or not, he's going to publicly say that. Whether he's saying that to his teammates in the locker room or not, he's got to publicly say that. And all Joel Embiid ever does is hem and haw about how he's getting screwed and he's got this bad luck and everybody's against him and the fouls didn't go his way. And it's just like at some point, whether you feel like this is a true statement or not, you gotta say, I gotta do better. And it's not like Embiid has even played well throughout the series. And he hasn't. And not at any point have you ever seen him turn to the media or turn to anybody and go, I gotta be better. I gotta be better. I can't settle for these jump shots. I know I'm hurting, but I gotta find a way to help my team. I gotta be better defensively. And he doesn't. And I've never seen an interview in which he's ever said anything like that. Freeway Hustler said Embiid has the brain of a toddler. I mean, yeah, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. A middle school kid doesn't have as many excuses as LeBron did for not doing their homework. Just that's it. A Saturday Chevy 2-ton milestone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jason said playing injured can't be an excuse if you're playing. If you're playing, you're playing. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, the entirety of his career has been an excuse for that. The entirety of Embiid's career has been, I'm being screwed in some way or the other. It's like, no, man, at some point just say, I got to be better. And he's never done that. And Jalen Brunson does that after regular season losses. Even if it's not true. Even if Jalen Brunson wasn't the problem. He'll take the blame. Because that's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. And it's very clear and evident that Joel Embiid is not a leader. Just that said, Embiid had excuses to not represent for the Olympic team for the country he was born in because it was too difficult to. Yeah. 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 To not represent your country to me is crazy. It's crazy, right? Like if I went to the Olympics, I'd be playing for the Puerto Rican team, right? Because you represent where you came from. You represent your heritage. Embiid came over for like his senior year of high school to America. And now you're going to represent America in the Olympics? And now your hometown team that you come from, that you likely want to improve and all the things? Terrible. Terrible. It never made sense to me. He just wanted the easy way out. That's it. That's all he wanted. He just wanted an easy gold medal. They didn't even play well throughout the Olympics, to be honest. Kwame Robinson said, the Lakers looking okay today? I mean, they've mostly looked okay through first halves. It's holding up throughout the entirety of the 48-minute game that's giving them some problems. We are starting the second half here, by the way. Here we go. Hachimura gets it over to James. James off the screen. Pump fakes. Didn't have himself set to throw up the three. DeAndre Ayton misses the lob tip-in. Smart picks up the offensive rebound, but Mitchell steals it away, and he gets it up top. The SGA is being guarded by DeAndre Ayton. He's going to look to attack. Attacking to his left, step back. Kicks it over to A.J. Mitchell at the last second, being guarded by Hachimura. Swings through to his right. They kick it out to Lou Dort. He'll line up the three. Lou Dort will knock down the three. Here come the Lakers bringing it down. 1 point game. Thunder lead by 1, 60-59. Minute into the quarter here. They get over to Ayton, back to Reeves. Reeves over to Hachimura. Hachimura being guarded by Chet Holmgren. We got an off-ball foul, I think, on Lou Dort. Trying to fight over a screen. Stay connected to James. Bible said Ayton missed an alley. I think he's technically, missed 2 alley-oops to start the second half already. They're trying to feed the big man, and he ain't responding. Bruce said, but the media makes excuses for him? I know, I'm with you. Reeves down the lane, inside to Ayton again. This time, he gets a finish in the paint. Finally, DeAndre Ayton. Finally. Here we go. A.J. Mitchell bringing it down up top, coming to his right off the Hartenstein screen. Driving it down, step back. Gets it out to SGA, being guarded by Marcus Smart. SGA back to Mitchell. He'll line up a right wing three over Ayton. He'll splash a right wing three over Ayton. Freeway said Maxey and VJ can only do so much. Yeah, I'll get to the rest of your comment in a second, brother. Reeves gets it over to Hachimura on the right wing. Hachimura being guarded by Holmgren. They get it to James in the post, being guarded by Dort. Backing him down. They throw a lob up top to Ayton again, and this time he gets the tip up and in. They're feeding the big man. He's responding now after missing the first 2. DeAndre Ayton is now up to 8, and they quickly rush it down the other end. Mitchell, the drop-off pass to Hartenstein for the 2-handed slam. Not great defense for the Lakers there. Here comes Reeves, pushing it the other way. Up top, being guarded by Mitchell. Over to Ayton, back to Reeves, gets it over to Smart, gets it over to Hachimura. Hachimura on the right wing, looking for James. Can't get it to him. Gets it over to Ayton. Another foul on Lou Dort. Grabbing and holding on to James there. My guy Freeway Hustler said, Maxey and VJ can only do so much. Very true. Especially Maxey playing all those minutes and VJ guarding one of the best players in the NBA as a rookie. Absolutely. Embiid should be ashamed. Yeah, to not take some of the pressure off of them and be like, I need to be better. I'm not helping my guys out. They're doing their job. I got to do mine. Is crazy. Like, not once has that ever come out of his mouth, man. Just that to the Yankees about to lose. Unfortunate. Reeves up top, coming to his right off the Smart screen. Reeves on the right wing's going to dance with it. Come to his left off the James screen. They get it over to James. James catches it. They go for the steal. They swing it out Hachimura. They run him off the three-point line. Gets to the mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go with the shot clock winding down. Ayton battling on the board. Knocks the rebound over to A.J. Mitchell. It's a 3-on-2 pass break. Case on Wallace to the rim. Smokes the layup. No fouls called. Hachimura picks it up. Quick hit ahead. Home run pass to James. One man to be in Hartenstein. Blows past him. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Hartenstein. And the Lakers pick up a foul? The Lakers pick up a foul, or is this a technical foul? A.J. Mitchell over to Hartenstein. Gets it over to SGA. It's a turnover. James picks it up, pushing the other way. They get over to Reeves. Reeves on the left wing. Gets it over to James. James is going to drive to his left down the lane in the paint. Throws up a floater. Can't get the floater to go down. A lot of contact. No foul call. James wanted the call. He's down on the floor the other way. It's a 5-on-4. They leave it off. Holmgren down the lane. Big one-handed hammer. And here come the Lakers looking for a response. 67-63. James now himself down the 4 for 14 from the field after a nice hot start. Reeves down the lane, wild lefty layup, can't get it to go. Ayton with the tip of an in, though. DeAndre Ayton, he's trying to get us that 12 points, man. He's trying to get us our 12 points. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down. Mitchell up top. Gets it over to SGA being guarded by Reeves. Jab step, puts up the 3. Straight away, got it to go, nothing but net. 5-point lead for the Thunder now. 70-65. High-scoring game. Smart on the left wing. Gets it over to James. James swings it out to Reeves. Reeves on the wing. Jab step. Driving it down in the paint. Gets caught in the air. Tries to leave it off for Ayton. It was way too congested in the paint for that pass from Austin Reeves. A bad pass there. It's a turnover. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. Picked up by Smart. Crossing over to his right. Has a lane. Step back. Pump fake. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Harnstein. Harnstein hands it off to Mitchell, pump fakes, swings through to his left, blows past Reeves, throws up the floater, gets it to go down. And a timeout for J.J. Redick and the Lakers with 7:44 to go. 72-65. Jason said, Ayton playing with a purpose. He knows about the bingo. He might know about the bingo, Jason. He might. Sin with 12 points now. Or Sin with 10 points. 2 points away from the 12 that we have him up here for. All we need is McCain to go off here. And if this ends up being a bit of a blowout, as OKC starting to open up the lead here, we could see a lot of minutes of McCain in the second half. I'm hoping so. Rose said OKC not wasting time. Not really. Quickly building up a 7-point lead here. A 9-point turnaround since halftime. Just that's a door 4,011 minutes. Yep. Keep his butt glued to the bench. We don't have him up here for props. Keep his butt glued to the bench. Do we have player fouls out? We don't have player fouls out, right? No, we do not. Okay, so keep him to the bench. We don't care. We don't care about Lou Dort tonight. Jason said, not going to lie, the fact that the Lakers made it out of the first round is insane. Braun and Father Time battling it out. Yeah, LeBron, he landed a couple haymakers on Father Time. You can't lie. You can't take it away from him. He landed a couple of haymakers on Father Time. Father Time came back out second round during the fight. He's like, all right, let me hit him with a couple of jabs. LeBron going up against the young super team of the Thunder here. He's taking a couple blows. I mean, he's holding his own. It's not like James has been the problem during the series. It's been Austin Reeves struggling. It's been their lack of defense. It's been Ayton. It's been their lack of creation outside of the James. Obviously, Luka would have helped a lot in that regard. But, yeah, he's more than held his own. Freeway Hustler said, Smart shows the Lakers over the Knicks. He should change his name. I was a big advocate for Marcus Smart this offseason coming to the Knicks, man. I was a big advocate for that, but yeah, he did choose the Lakers over the Knicks. I mean, look, man, he probably didn't even really care that much about the team. Although, look, you get to play with LeBron and Luka Doncic. Like, I don't know, man, that's a pretty good prospect. But I think he also, you get to live in Los Angeles. I think he also played a bit of a factor in that. Showtime said A.J. Mitchell might be MVP in this series. Wow, A.J. Mitchell's fantastic. And unfortunately, he ended up on the Thunder. The rich get richer. He's got 11 points, which again, on pace for the 20 here. Where is he at? Does that help us with our chase for bingo here tonight? Where's Mitchell for 20? It's right here. Nah, not really, kind of. We'll fill in another spot. Could get us close in some regard. James with 10, 5, and 5. Triple-double's not looking likely anymore, but hopefully. Foom Pay said, this body is going to go at any time. Run them through me, Bronny. I can take it. I love you, son. Crazy. MBM's to take Cowboys said, me too. Doris takes are horrible. Yeah, Doris not my favorite broadcaster. I'll put it at that. Henry said, the Lakers might need Redick to come in to avoid. This butt kicking? Probably not. Not much that Redick could do at this point. Here's the crazy thing. If you guys didn't know this, LeBron James, Coach J.J. Redick of the Lakers, and Coach Mark Daigneault of the Thunder are all the same age. They're all the same age. They're all 41 years old. Now, LeBron and J.J. Redick being the same age, that's believable. They came into the league around the same time, obviously. LeBron and Mark Daigneault being the same age is the thing that threw me a little bit. He's the same age as both of the head coaches here tonight. That's insane. Just that said, it wouldn't have gotten Jose if we had Smart on the roster. I do think Smart is a little bit better than Jose, though. Very true. We wouldn't have had Jose. But I do like Jose in terms of like what he's brought to this team, even outside of the off the court stuff, right? Like I like the coaching he's done. I like the energy that he brings and all of that. We're back in. Reeves throws it away, trying to get it to James. Here comes the Thunder out on the break. A.J. Mitchell's going to attack. Play with the left hand. Got it to go against Reeves. A.J. Mitchell up to 13 now. Keep scoring. Keep scoring. I mean, we are in the second half. So if this ends up being a blowout, fine. We made it through the first half. We got a couple of spots on the bingo card. Ayan, give me one more basket, and then McCain can come in during the blowout and get his bingo, and then we'll probably be able to get up out of here. Or the Lakers can get this close. As DeAndre Ayan throws up an air ball, they say it got blocked. He picks up his own loose ball, can't get the putback to go. My goodness, this man is so soft in the paint. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. Settles for the mid-range pull-up jumper off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Harnstein. Showtime, LeBron leading both teams in points and assists in the playoff series when Houston is insane. OKC is just way better and deeper and younger. Yeah. Even if Luka is available, I don't think this is much of a series, honestly. Smart bringing it down. Marcus Smart up top, gets it over to Reeves. Reeves being guarded by A.J. Mitchell. Reeves coming to his right, slip pass to James. James picks up the loose ball, tries to shovel it over to Jackson Hayes. It's a bad pass, through his hands, turnover. Ball back to the Thunder. And it is a 9-point game. Here comes the double-digit lead for the Thunder if they score. Jason said Marcus Smart, a much better on-ball defender. Yeah, he's also a better off-ball defender. I mean, he's just got more size. Or he's more versatile. They get it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top, hands it off to SGA. Coming to his left. We're approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. SGA maneuvering into the mid-range. Fall-away jumper over Reeves. Got it to go. And there goes the jump shot. Nice and calibrated now for SGA and the Thunder. Hit ahead to Kennard, pushing the other way. Kennard has it on the left wing. Up top being guarded by Holmgren. They swing it over to Hachimura. Hachimura being guarded by SGA. Hachimura coming to his right for Reeves screen. He's going to put his head down, attack. Puts up the baseline pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Harnstein. Gets it over to SGA. SGA bringing it down. SGA up top, picked up by Reeves. Crossing over to his right, down the lane. The foul line. Kicks it out. Kason Wallace. We need that too. Comes up short on the three. Jackson Hayes knocks the rebound over to Reeves. Home run, hit a head pass to Hachimura. He's going to walk into a pull-up three for him. And he's going to miss the pull-up three. And now here come the Thunder. Lakers going ice cold from the perimeter, and this was always going to be a concern. They get over to Holmgren, down the lane against Reeves, blows past him, scoop layup with the right hand, got it to go past Jackson Hayes on the scoop layup. And it's 13. It's 13. All right, DeAndre Ayan, give us one more bat. Oh, he's not in the game anymore. Hachimura up top coming to his left, gets it over to James on the right wing, being guarded by Holmgren. James swings through to his right along the baseline. Rhythm dribble, pulls it back. Has it up top, kicks it out to Hachimura, gets it back to James. Puts up the little fall-away jumper over Holmgren. Got it to go. All right, 11 points. Keep it close. Keep it close, Lakers. Survive the storm. Survive the punches here from the Thunder. A.J. Mitchell bringing it down. We got Mitchell up here for 13. He needs 7 more points. More than capable of getting that. A.J. Mitchell crosses over, coming to his left down the lane. Gets fouled by Jackson Hayes. He's going to the foul line for 2. Just as an undrafted Jose Alvarado, better get into coaching at least to as high as Georgia Tech, then continue to rise up the ranks. He might have a career in coaching, man. You keep an eye on that guy over in the sidelines. He's constantly talking and barking orders to his teammates, and he's got a mind for the game for sure. Bruce Fowler said OKC doesn't even seem to be exerting any extra energy, just going to walk him down. Yeah, I mean, they're just going to continue to pick the pace up and play faster and run this team out of the gym. And that's exactly what's happening. I agree with you, but it doesn't even really look like they're exerting that much more energy right now. Or maybe the Thunder are a little more vulnerable than we give them credit for. Maybe. We'll see. Reeves spins off of Mitchell in the paint, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for James at the last second. James gets closed onto by Mitchell. James going to back him down. Sees a double team. Picks up his handle. Cross-court pass to Hachimura. Up top to Kennard. Ran up the line by Holmgren. Foul line. Pull-up jumper. Got it to go. SGA bringing it down. SGA on the right wing, dancing with it. Up top, coming to his right, down the lane, in the paint, leaves it off. Kayson Wallace, two-handed slam. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take the two-handed slam from Kayson Wallace. We need one more basket from Wallace. He's got 13. One more basket from Wallace, guys. One more basket from Wallace. We have him for 15. That's down here. They get it over to James. Throws a bullet past Hachimura. Left corner three from him. He got it to go. Finally got a three to go down. They needed it. They needed it desperately. SGA bringing it down. Reeves is going to pick him up. He's going to step back. Sees a double team. Spins. Got nowhere to go. Tries to get it over to Mitchell. Gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Thunder, though. Smart's going to come back in here. He's going to come out for James. Or he's going to come in for James. James is going to come out. Jason said Wemby has something to prove versus OKC. That's going to be a fun series. That should be an incredibly fun series. Absolutely. Absolutely. Imagine Wemby knocks out this super team, Thunder, in his first trip to the playoffs. They get it into SGA up top, being guarded by Smart. Coming to his right, dancing with it up top, sees a double team. Gets doubled. They kick it out to Joe. Extra pass to Jay Will. He's going to drive it down. They kick it out to Wallace. Ran off the line to the paint. High floater over Jackson Hayes. Hits the top of the backboard. Bud fouled. He's going to the foul line for two. Or is that a shot clock violation or a foul? It's a shot clock violation. Okay. I was about to say, how does Kayson Wallace have 11? He just scored. He's got 13. He's made 3 threes. Is he not? Didn't he have 11 points at halftime? Am I crazy? Doesn't he supposed to have 13 points here? We'll see. They have him up here for 11. Okay. Reeves dancing with it up top. It's a 10-point game. Got to get it back to single digits, and Reeves turns it over. Wallace picks his pocket, bringing it down the other way. They leave it off for Joe. Joe swings it over to SGA. SGA on the left wing being guarded by Reeves. They show a double team inside to Caruso. Caruso lays it up and in. And we're going to get another timeout here from the Lakers. We got a 12-point lead here for the Thunder. With 3:11 to go here in the third. Not out of the realm of possibility. It's not an insane blowout or anything like that. So we're going to leave the door open here for the Lakers. But it's not looking great. A lot of momentum being built up by the Thunder here. Just that said, Yanks got the run in. What's the score, brother? What's the score? Foong Pei said, I don't know, Sheffy. I've just been trusting whatever you're saying. Appreciate you, Foong Pei. MBM said, we all have something to prove against that team. Very true. I mean, they're the best team in the league. If you want to consider yourself the best team in the league, you got to beat the best. Jason said, followed by the Knicks bringing the young Spur back to reality in the finals. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right? The reality of, like, you're just too young. It's a season too early, Wemby. We're going to take our championship first, and then you could run away with it after that, as long as we get our one. Give us at least one. Freeway Hustler said the Spurs OKC series is going to be insane. I think Wemby is already the better player than SGA. He doesn't have to foul bait to dominate. Here's the thing, though. I don't think SGA has to foul bait to dominate. That's the annoying part. That's the frustrating part of him. I don't think he has to foul bait to dominate either. And yet he does. That's the incredibly frustrating, annoying part with SGA, man. As far as him being better than SGA, maybe. But the thing about being the best is it's not just what you're capable of on any given night. It's about what you do every single night. And right now, Wemby, struggling with that early in his career. I mean, he doesn't play a ton of minutes. Doesn't play a ton of games. Played 65 games this year, which is huge, which is big, obviously. But it's always going to be a question of health with him. Always. It's always going to be a question. Jason said, yeah, SGA's got such a nice game. Ruins it with the foul baiting. It's so pretty. His game is so gorgeous to watch. He's so supremely skilled. He's got a handle to him. The jump shot is there. He can knock down fallaways, falling whichever way. He can hit the pull-up three now. He's worked on the off-the-dribble three. He can attack the basket. He's slithery and wiry and has a nice finish around the rim. But you would never know it because he consistently just goes in the guys and then flails his arms around and falls to the ground, or even with the jump shots, right? It is such a disservice to the game, to himself, and to basketball historians to have to watch the highlights of SGA and to see a bunch of like pump fake leaned ins and flailing around and flipping it up at the rim. It's terrible. It's terrible. Or when a guy looks at you the wrong way and you fall to the ground like you just got sniped out of the air. It's crazy. It sucks. It's terrible. Foompe, so the masturbator is still master? I see what you're doing there, but SGA is definitely a master at baiting. Gotta throw that extra word in there. Freeway said, true, but if Wemby doesn't score, he can still have 8 blocks and 20 rebounds. SGA will just have 30 free throws. It's terrible to watch. It is terrible to watch. But also, in a game where Wemby had 12 block shots, he was not the best player on the court. Defense is not the same as offense. Offense is more valuable than defense. All right, here we go. Dresden said, do you think this game was boring? Try the Yanks, it's worse. Marcus Smart bringing it out. I don't think this game's been boring. I don't think this game's boring at all. There hasn't been a ton of free throws going on. It's a 12-point game. They get over to Kennard, coming off the screen, pulls it back out, has it up top, being guarded by J. Will. Kennard, deep pull-up three, comes up short, battle for the loose ball rebound. Adu Thoreau ends up with it. They get it back to Kennard. They swing it out to Smart. He's going to drive it to his right in the paint, leans in, throws up the little flip shot floater. Got it to go down for Marcus Smart. Back to 10 it goes. Stops and scores if you're the Lakers. Wanted to get this to be single digits going into the fourth quarter here. SGA bringing it down against Smart. SGA up top. Coming to his right off the screen. Foul line pull-up jumper for him. Comes up short on it. Rebounded by Thoreau. I do like me some Adu Thoreau, man. He's bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Hachimura. He's going to dribble into a pull-up three in the left wing. Hachimura off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Smart dives on the floor for it, but SGA able to pick it up. Smart diving on the floor, and all these other Lakers just standing around. SGA to the rim. Misses the layup. Hachimura, the rebound. Here comes Reeves. They throw it over to Smart. A terrible pass from Reeves. Smart. Caruso does pick up the foul, trying to go for that loose ball there that was thrown up in the air by Reeves. Why would you throw in the vicinity of Caruso there? Why? Caruso's excellent at those. Raymond Feliciano, what's up, Raymond? Not even with Luka, the Lakers wouldn't win. OKC is too good of a team. Absolutely, we already talked about this. With Luka, maybe they could push this to 6, but they're probably not winning the series either. Maybe, or it could have been a sweep. Who knows? We'll never know because Luka's not available. He's not coming back for the series. Smart inside pass to Thoreau, mishandled the pass, dives on it, saves it, kicks it out to Hachimura. They swing it over to James on the right wing. He'll take the baseline against Wallace. He steps through, gets under the rim, leaves it off Thoreau. Can't get the two-handed slam, picks his own loose ball, misses another one. But a foul is eventually called, and Thoreau will go to the foul line for 2. Thoreau's just out there hustling, man. You don't even really know what he's doing right now. He's just diving, flashing to the open space, trying to go up and dunk everything. He's at the foul line for 2 here. Charlish Wilson, what's up, Charlish? Tell me 55 years, is that not message what is? Whatever you said, brother, that. Sure. Just that's a stereotypical type of game? Pretty much. Right? If we came in, we were like, well, Hachimura's going to knock down some threes. Kennard's going to knock down a couple of jump shots. James is going to be, in and out, fine, but he's going to struggle overall against this young defense that's keying in on him. Thoreau made the first one, misses the second one. Smart gets fouled after he picks up the offensive rebound. He's going to the foul line for 2 because they're in the bonus here for the final 2 minutes. So it's a 9-point game. Bruce said, if Boone had gone with Tim Hill in the 8th instead of now, we would have won an hour ago. Don't understand why he's trying to fix someone in a close game. I'm not watching it, so obviously I don't know the full context, but I do know the Boone stuff is real. Smart knocks down both free throws. Is that a 4-point play? No, it's a 3-point play. One free throw from Thoreau, 2 free throws from Smart. It's a 3-point play. SGA has it up top, coming to his right, driving it down, crosses over to his left, in the paint, stops, swings it out. Case on Wallace, the right wing 3, he can't get it to go. Harnstein, battling on the board, gets fouled on the floor. Side out of bounds for the Thunder. They're not in the bonus yet. 7-point game. 7-point game. Sons and Jen said, my left eye twitched a little. SGA up top, 1:30 to go, driving it down, splits the defense, kicks it out. Caruso, wide open right corner three, comes up short. Kason Wallace, the offensive rebound, out to Isaiah Joe, a right wing three from him. He comes up short. Thoreau comes flying in for the board, gets it over to James, gets it over to Smart. Smart will bring it down. A little over a minute to go here at the end of this third. It's a 7-point ball game. Smart has it up top, being guarded by Wallace, coming to his right at the Thoreau screen. Smart down the lane, ball knocked out of his hands, loose ball. Thoreau saves it, over to Kennard, ran off the line by SGA in the paint, pump fakes, back out to Thoreau. A three, the rookie. Can't get it to go. Smart battling on the board. He tips it up and in. Marcus Smart getting in on the action on the boards here. It's a 5-point ball game. Here come the Lakers. Under a minute to go. SGA up top being guarded by Smart. SGA in and out the dribble. Coming to his right. Leans in. Step back. Pump fake. Swings it up top. Isaiah Joe. Pump fakes. Rhythm dribble. Sidestep three for him. Got it to go down. Big time three for Isaiah Joe. They needed it. Little momentum back to the Thunder side. Lakers fans were starting to get into it. Back to an 8-point ball game. Here comes Kennard bringing it down. Kennard has it up top. Driving it down, putting his head down, kicks it out to Thoreau. Thoreau coming to his right. Hands it off to Hachimura. And it's a moving screen on Adu Thoreau. SGA takes a hard bump. And we have 34 seconds to go here. They get it into Kason Wallace. Wallace will bring it down. We need Wallace for one more basket. He does have 13. They finally updated it. That's what I thought. SGA has it up top being guarded by Smart. SGA. About a 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock. SGA dancing with it. They swing it over to Wallace. He'll take the lane. Wallace kicks it out to Joe. Joe just hit a three. Left wing three from him. He knocks it down. 11-point lead yet again for the Thunder. A quick 6-0 run. Here comes Adu Thoreau bringing it down. Thoreau gets it over to Smart. Smart being guarded by Wallace. Smart coming to his right. Over to James. Cutting to the rim. Pump fakes. Leans in. Little fall away jumper from him. Can't get it to go. Rolls off the side of the rim. And that'll be the end of the third quarter right there. 11-point lead for the Thunder. 12 minutes on the clock. Hey, the best team win. Jason said a body shot, body shot, body shot. Knockout incoming. Yeah. It's what it's looking like. Just working the body all game long from the Thunder. Now it's about time to go for the headshot here. Freeway said in the offseason they should make the refs watch video of all the foul baiting so they can see the BS they fall for. I mean, they're supposed to. They already review the calls in the game film after the game that the league sends them because they get graded after every game. So you would think that they would know by now. As long as the refs keep thinking they are reffing good games, nothing will change. Yeah, I mean, I've long talked about, you guys have heard me say this before, the problem is not the rule book. The problem is the way it's officiated. Right? It's the way it's the way the game is, the rules are being officiated. The way the rules are being legislated throughout the game. It's not good. It's not good. We'll leave it at that. Fung Pei said, I'm pretty sure they're just following orders. I mean, there are really no orders. It's just the call of the game. But in terms of like the orders, it's like they come out with points of emphasis at the start of every year, and they're good at officiating the point of emphasis well through the first month of the season, and then ultimately it just goes away. And then we get back to falling for every pump fake and foul bait all the time. Orville Sweeney, what's up, Orville? Still trying to get off that high from my Knicks last night. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. About to get another one tomorrow when the Knicks sweep the 76ers. That is the hope. Jason said, refs do watch film just like players do. The league has focuses for them. Yeah. Spark, what's up, Spark? Lakers need to hit a few threes to get them back in it. Yeah, I mean, it's really their only chance to bomb away from three. Sons Jen said, we should never need to know these guys' names. Yeah, the officials? Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be a couple of really famous officials. Like, even back in the day, people knew Steve Javie. People knew Dick Beretta, right? Is that who it was? Either way, people knew the the famous refs. But now we know all the refs. And I get it, social media, so it gets posted around everywhere and we see their names all the time, but we shouldn't really be knowing who these officials are. Bavetta. I said Beretta. That's a different last name. Yeah, Dick Bavetta. We knew the famous guys even back in the day, right? There's always like prominent, preeminent officials, referees in the league. But now we know all of them. We know every single one of these officials. We know Ed Malloy. We know Tony Brothers. We know Scott Foster, obviously. We know all these other guys. And it's not good. It's not good. Freeway said, or they can just make flopping an actual stat, and now it levels the playing field because everyone can be rewarded for it. I mean, I don't know if they need to make it an actual stat, but they do have a technical foul that they can hand out for a player flopping, right? And that's why sometimes when you see a player hit the floor or flail or whatever, you see the defender do a lot of this. This is the official call. It's like a blocking or a charge or a foul is just to fist them in the air. They throw a lob up top to Harnstein to start the fourth quarter here. A flopping is this. And the officials have that in their toolkit and they never utilize it, which is why I always phrase it as the rule book is there and the rule book is fine for the most part if it's not just incredibly vague for the purpose that the refs can make it mean whatever they want it to mean. But if they just utilize the flopping call more often to give out those technicals, people would stop flopping because it is embarrassing and you're giving away a free point. Isaiah Joe bringing it down, hands it off. The Lakers scored the layup there. I think it was James. Here we go. Let's lock in. Mitchell down the lane in the paint. Lefty layup gets blocked by Ayton. Harnstein picks up the loose ball and he lays it up and in. All right, come on, DeAndre Ayton. What do we need for a bingo card? We need Ayton one more basket, and we need McCain to come back into the game. We haven't seen him in the second half. Not great. Not great. So that bingo's not looking solid. Smart down the lane. Gets fouled going to the basket. What does Smart have? He's got 9. He's going to the foul line for 2 here. Smart we need for what, 15 points here? We also need Wallace from one more basket. He played majority of that third quarter. He's on the bench now. We need Chet for 25. He's got 16. Not looking great. Mitchell for 20. He's got 15. Seems solid for that. As Smart knocks down the first free throw, he's got another one coming. Smart got 10. We need Smart for 15 up here. 2 consecutive missed free throws. Haven't had that yet. Chet for 25. Bingo's not looking great. Bingo's not looking great because McCain's not coming back into this game. We needed that blowout to get McCain again, and we're not getting it. Maybe they could blow it out here. First 6 minutes, blow it out, get McCain back in the game. Come on, Oklahoma City. I know you got it in you. They throw a lob up top to Harnstein. He pulls it back out, gets it over to Isaiah Joe, wide open right corner 3. Miscommunication for the Lakers. Can't get that shot to go down. James with the rebound. He's going to push the other way. James shot out of a cannon, head down to the basket, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Freeway said, imagine a stat line that read 20 points, 8 assists, and 5 lobs. That would be hilarious. And that would be a way to embarrass guys. To just retroactively reward flops onto the box score. Hilarious. Jason said, I'd love to see the NBA implement expedited challenges like football has. Too much time on the monitor during replays and it destroys the flow of the game. True. Very true. I think they've tried to do that. They have the offices in Secaucus, New Jersey, that also has the review. That's like the review place, the review office. So whenever they go to the monitors, that place is supposed to have already seen the plays and seen the replays and help the officials in the arena come up with a decision. But it just takes too long, man. It just takes too long. Freeway Hustler said, I got an idea. Put flops on the bingo card. I've thought about that, but we're not going to do it. James knocks down both of the free throws. It's back to 10, 94 to 84. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility the Lakers can sneak this one out, but I just don't believe it's going to happen against this Thunder team. They just got too many weapons. Mitchell coming to his left, down the lane, gets in the paint, leaves it off for Harnstein, goes up, gets the layup to go down for Isaiah Harnstein. Ayton just too weak down there, man. It's just too weak down there. 96 to 84. Reeves up top, coming to his left off the James screen. They get it to James, being guarded by Mitchell. James going to put him in the post and back him down. Putting his head down. Bullies his way into the paint, leaves it off for Hachimura, tiptoeing along that baseline, leaves it off for Reeves, catching fire, right wing 3, can't get it to go. But a foul's called, and Reeves will go to the foul line for 3. 5 fouls on Dort. Get him out of the game. We don't have him for any player props. Get him out of the game. Mark Daignault calls the timeout here. Not utilizing the challenge, just calling a timeout. Just that's a Dort with 5. Should challenge. He's not going to challenge. Didn't we have a challenge earlier? I don't think we did. He's not going to utilize his challenge. At least they didn't say he was. And the green light was not lit by the time we went to the commercial break. So I don't think he will. I think it's just a challenge. I think he just wanted an opportunity to talk to the refs, wanted the foul call on the Hartenstein layup before that. It's 96-84. Thunder with a 12-point lead. It's been a close game, but it's never felt like the Lakers really had a chance here tonight so far. You look at the lineup that's out there, everybody in double figures. Ayton, literally give us one more basket, brother. I'm begging. I'm begging for one more point. Or one more basket for 2 more points. Freeway Hustler said Hartenstein is too strong. For Ayton, everybody's too strong for Ayton. A newborn baby is too strong for DeAndre Ayton. That man is soft as Charmin in the paint, man. He wants no business of any contact down there. Mitchell for 20 points is still possible. Double-double from somebody. You got Mitchell for 15 and 8 assists. You got Holmgren 16 and 8 boards. James not going to get that triple-double. He's got 16, 6, and 6. Hachimura close to a triple-double too. 19, 5, 4. Not close to a triple-double, but he was working his way towards it as well. 19, 5, and 4. Rogdy guys said, need a vintage LeBron monster quarter to extend the series. True. I don't think we're going to get it, though. 6 for 17 from the floor. He just hasn't really had the touch. This series is just too much for the old man. Doesn't have enough help out there. Austin Reeves only 3 for 10 from the field tonight, 12 points. One more assist for Austin Reeves, and that gives us the triple-double. I mean the double-double. So we get the double-double, the Mitchell 20 points. Still would need a tech. And, we still would need a tech, and we still would need a 4-point play. So that doesn't seem likely. Any other place to get bingo? Not really right now. I mean, the closest is Ayton for the 12 points, but with no more McCain, it's not looking like we're going to get McCain for 12 points up here unless this ends up being a blowout to start this fourth quarter, and then we get McCain in to end the fourth quarter because the game's already in hand. MBM said the time is slipping for the Lakers. Yep. Sunshine said Ayton is a Ferrari that drives in the bike lane. Yeah, I mean, he's got all the tools in the world, man. 7 feet tall, long arms, broad shoulders, quickness on his feet, and he just doesn't have a passion for basketball. You can tell, which is fine. It's just disappointing to have all of that in your favor, and to just be like, actually, I don't want it. And I get it. That's fine. But again, it's really, really disappointing to see. Freeway said Ayton used to be better than this. You regress so fast. Did he used to be better than this? Maybe than this. Maybe. But he talked about it. They asked him early in his career, what does success look like to you? And he was like, getting to my second contract, So they did use a challenge, and it's a legal screen on Rui Hachimura, a moving screen on the handoff action with Reeves. So that's a successful challenge. SGA for 30 and a logo 3 is now on the board. So now SGA for 30 and logo 3 suddenly becomes a possibility. SGA not starting this fourth quarter, though, so. A.J. Mitchell coming to his left, driving it down in the paint, throws up the floater off glass, can't get it to go way off. Battle for the rebound. Holmgren ends up with it. Gets the putback to go down for Chet Holmgren. He's got 18. A couple of rebounds as well for Holmgren now, up to 9 rebounds, working his way towards that double-double. And it's a 14-point game. Okay, so now at this point, we got a root for the blowout. Ayton, one more basket, and the blowout to get McCain back in the game. They go over to Reeves, coming to his right, throws up the floater, draws the foul, gets the floater to go down, and going to the foul line for 2. Or going to foul line for 1 more, excuse me. Mighty Montreal said Reeves can only play basketball with Luka on the court, apparently. He can only play basketball with the help of the officials. Like, even that floater right there, like, that's as bad as anything SGA does. Austin Reeves flailing and flopping his way to the foul line on that one. Could have just been a regular floater. But he does knock down the N1 free throw there. He's got 15 points, 9 assists, but also give him 5 turnovers there. Lou Dort bringing it down the other way, 10, 11-point game. They get it up top to Mitchell. Mitchell being guarded by Reeves. Jab step, coming to his right off the Harnstein screen. He's got a lane in the basket, throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of the air, picked up by Dort. And now here comes Joe, gets it over to A.J. Mitchell. He'll line up a 3. He'll miss the 3. Harnstein knocks a rebound out, and he gets fouled by Ayen. Ayen, brother, try a box out, brother. Try a box out. Try going up for the rebound. Freeway said, yeah, that's what it is. He's just fine making money. He doesn't have love for the sport. Yeah, which is fine. You know, it's a job. It's a job for probably a majority of these guys. But it sucks to see a guy with his frame and his skill set not take full advantage of his abilities and just be fine with being average. And that's not me. A.J. Mitchell to the rim, gets fouled by A and gets the layup to go. A.J. Mitchell for 20 is up on the board. He's got 17 now. And he's at the foul line for one more. Trying to get those 3 points right back, trying to get the 14-point lead back. Mighty Montreal said, eating his tissue paper out there. Yeah, man, just falling apart. Just not even going up the grab rebounds. He's just leaning on Harnstein, and it's just super easy. And then even there, on the defensive play, 2 hands on A.J. Mitchell, pushing him. It's just an easy ticky-tack foul and 1 for A.J. Mitchell there. He's going to be taken out of the game. We're not going to get the DeAndre Ayton one more basket, man. And the officials are seeing this to see if this meets the criteria of a flagrant, because he did push the guy out of the air when he was already in the air. Tyreek Smith, what's up, Tyreek? Keeps missing my comments. Tyreek Smith, what's up, brother? I haven't seen your comment. What's up, big dog? You know I try to get to everybody's comments. Why is the timer still going? It's not a flagrant foul. It's just a regular foul. Just that said, LeBron going to play 40-plus minutes again. And they're not even really going to be close. Bible said trade Ayton. Nobody wants him, brother. Nobody wants him. Showtime said Ayton booked his tickets for Cancun at halftime. He's had those tickets booked since the start of the season, brother. He's actually had to delay it because he was like, what do you mean we won in the first round? What do you mean? What do you mean we made the playoffs? I can't go on vacation yet? I got to keep working? A.J. Mitchell misses the free throw. Long rebound still finds its way out to the Thunder, though. A.J. Mitchell up top, attacking to his left, kicks it out the door. He'll fire up a 3, and he'll knock down a 3. Of course, now a 16-point lead, which I'm fine with. I'm fine. Make this a blowout. Get the bench guys in. Get Jared McCain in there. But we're not going to get 8 for 12, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. James has it up top, being guarded by Isaiah Joe. James inside the Reeves, cutting to the basket. Floater got it to go down for Austin Reeves. Here comes A.J. Mitchell. He has it up top, being guarded by Smart. Mitchell dancing with it, coming to his right. A do throw picks him up. Mitchell coming to his right. James will pick him up. An off the dribble pull-up 3. He got it to go. All right, let's empty the bench, y'all. Let's empty the bench. We got 8 minutes to go. Come on. Let's empty the bench. Let's get A.J. Mitchell back in this game. James up top, coming to his left. Kicks it over to a Thoreau. Thoreau not even looking at the basket. Kicks it out to Hachimura, driving to his left against Holmgren. Fall away midi. Got it to go for Hachimura. We already got our Hachimura props. We don't need any more Hachimura buckets. We need Mitchell. He got 20. Mitchell's got 20. Double-double from somebody. Holmgren, we need one more rebound, Chet Holmgren. Mitchell, down the lane floater. He got it to go again. A.J. Mitchell taking over this fourth quarter. Reeves over the top pass. Smart in the paint. Leaves it off. James to the basket. Scoop layup. Got it to go. Okay? This is fine. I mean, we don't really care that much. We just need our bingo. This is number one priority right now. We know the Lakers are going to lose. We just need our bingo, y'all. We need our bingo. AJ Mitchell, foul line, fall away. Can't get it to go. Adu Thoreau, the rebound, gets it over to Reeves. He'll bring it down. Reeves, full head of steam, attacking in the paint, leaves it off. James to the basket, gets swatted and chased down by Harnstein, but it gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. Bible said Mitchell was a beast. AJ Mitchell's very good. Very good basketball player. He's up to 22 points tonight. What do we have? We have for 20? Oh, we filled that in already. Reeves for 25. He's got 17. James for 25. He's got 18. Hachimura is their leading scorer with 21. That's always going to be a problem. Smart for 15. He's got 10. We need Ayton for 12. He's got 10. Lakers not coming through for us, man. We need Chet Holmgren for 25. He's got 18. James misses a free throw. I'm like searching. How can we get bingo? It's not looking good for us, y'all. It's not looking good for us. The Lakers scores, the Lakers props are letting us down. Bruce said, this game optimizes what the Lakers are banned. Funny how LA finds their way to every ESPN basketball segment. Yeah, that's why you guys stay away from watching these ESPN segments, man. They're not good. They're not good. They're not really interested in talking about basketball. They're interested in their ratings. So if they talk about the Lakers fans will tune in. That's all they care about. Mitchell, another pull-up jumper, got it to go again over Austin Reeves that time. He's got 24 now. Reeves up top, coming to his left, off the Hachimura screen. Euros down the lane, flips it over the right hand. Looks like maybe SGA got a piece of it. Reeves wanted the foul. Hit ahead. Caruso beats him down the court for the big one-handed hammer. And it's officially a blowout. 18-point lead with 6:12 to go. I'm fine with it being a blowout. I'm fine with it. Actually, I'm not fine with it because if we needed Ayton for 12 for me to be fine with this blowout. Outside of that, like I'm looking at it, we need a technical foul, 4-point play, or a double-double to get bingo in this row here. Right? Obviously, we're going to have to avoid these Lakers props because we're not getting them. SGA's not going to come back into this game. We needed him for 30. 2 consecutive missed free throws and a triple-double. We're not going to get the triple-double. So, if we start seeing the benches empty, we'll wrap it up for the night, unfortunately, because we're not going to get bingo. The Lakers let us down. The Flea said, LeBron getting swept. Where is he playing next season? I think the 2 favorites are probably going to be the Lakers and the Cavs. But who knows? Who knows? Fortnite clips. What's a Fortnite? It's over? It's getting to that point. I mean, the game is over. The game's been over for a while. We were really sticking around to see if we can hit bingo, and it doesn't look like it. Montrell said, the Lakers letting you down? No, couldn't be. I know. We started off so strong, too. Hachimura hit his prop. Kennard hit his prop by halftime. All we really needed was DeAndre Ayton for 12 points. And now that it's a blowout, I felt like, okay, McCain will probably come in to end the quarter. He can get hot, give us 12 points. He already has 3. Hit 1 3 in the first half. Hasn't played here in the second. Spaced out. What's up, Spaced Out? Fortnite clips. What's up, Fortnite? Lakers getting blown out is a bingo in itself. Unfortunately, I just don't really care that much about the Lakers, but because they were never really a championship contending team. But I really wanted our bingo to hit, man. I really did. Mighty Montrell said, LeBron going back to Cleveland. Harden can kick rocks. Yeah, but what does that really do? What does that really do? I mean, this is old man LeBron at this point, and Harden's going to be sticking around. He's got a big contract. Part of the reason they traded for him. Because they know what they were getting into. Lana Mona said he'll finish his career in Cleveland. I don't know. I guess that makes sense considering most of the kids are out of the house now. Right? So, like, his family could stay living in LA for the year while he goes to play in Cleveland. And I think he'll be fine on that. Although he is, like, older. His daughter's getting older. But, like I said, the 2 boys are already out of the house. Bronny's in LA playing for the Lakers. We'll see if he stays on the Lakers himself. Bryce is in college. Right? The only one is the youngest. Still living at home. But, yeah, I don't think they move back to Cleveland. Although, I'm sure they have a home in Cleveland. But I don't think they pull her out of school. Pull her back in Cleveland, right? I mean, those are the kind of decisions you got to make at this point when you're LeBron James, right? Is how does it affect the family more so than how does it affect himself? Corey Skeets, what's up, Corey? What time is the game tomorrow? Good question, Corey. Tyreek said the Knicks would have put up a better fight. They will put up a better fight when they meet in the finals, Tyreek. They will. They will. Good question, Corey. We could also talk about tomorrow's slate real quick because we know this game is pretty much over. So tomorrow's an early start time. Of course, it is Mother's Day, so plan accordingly. It's a 3:30 start time. We'll be live around 3:15 for our usual pregame preamble there. Game 4, Knicks opportunity for a sweep. Late game, 7:30 start time, Spurs Timberwolves. We'll probably do that game too. We'll see. We'll see. John Smiley said Mitchell has a double-double. Not that helps bingo. Oh, there you go. There you go, John. Thank you for that. Let's see. Where's the double-double gets us? I mean, technical foul, 4-point play, I guess is still possible. But we'll end the night whenever one of these teams empties the bench. When the benches get emptied and the role players come in, the end of the bench guys come in, that's when we'll end our night. But for now, we're still in. The Lakers turn it over yet again. SGA is back in. Okay. SGA is how many? 19. He's not going to get the 30 unless he scores a quick 11. Puts up the 3, got it to go. Maybe he could. I mean, he could, but does he want to? Here's the 21-point lead. Kayson Wallace trying to pick the pocket of Austin Reeves in the backcourt there. Sons Jen said, thank you for doing this Gross game. It had to be done. I wanted to cover at least one of these, and I knew that this was probably going to be the Lakers' best opportunity to win it, but this game is going to end up the way the other two games did. The Lakers hung close through about, 2.5 to 3 quarters before the Thunder ultimately blew it open. James driving it down, kicks it out. Kennard, a left wing 3 for him. He got it to go. We already have our Kennard props, man. We already have our Kennard props. 18 points for Luke Kennard. Fortnite said, why is SGA playing in a blowout? I don't know. This is a good question. This is a good question. Trying to make sure he stays in rhythm. I don't know. He was out of rhythm majority of the night. Hartenstein up top. Hands it off to Caruso. Caruso being guarded by Hachimura. Over to Kayson Wallace. We need another bucket from Wallace. Hands it off to Caruso. Get it back to Wallace. Get it back to Wallace. Dort is going to pump fake. Driving it down to his left. In the paint. Fall-away jumper. Banks it in. Lou Dort. Banked in fall-away jumper because, of course. 20-point game. 4:30 to go. Fortnite said he might get injured. He might. He might. And this is why you don't play players in blowouts, but Hachimura is going to dribble out behind the three-point line and heave it up. Can't get it to go off the back of the rim. Here come the Lakers. SGA up top. He's got the 22. Got an off-ball foul. Sons Jen said he's going to be waiting a long time for the next round. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Hopefully the Knicks are waiting just as long. Cross-court pass. Caruso extra pass to Wallace. Through his hands. Dort able to save it over SGA. Wallace, we need it. We need it, Wallace. He gave it to us. He gave it to us. Kayson Wallace knocked down the 3. Now, as a humiliation ritual, JJ Redick, put DeAndre Ayton back in the game, please. Put DeAndre Ayton back in there. Oh, no, Kayson Wallace is down here. Well, yeah, we still need DeAndre Ayton. All right, this one is not looking good. 3:30 to go. It is a 23-point lead. I said we'll stick around as long as the players are in there. I'm waiting for either side to empty the bench here. It's a blowout. It's a moving screen on Kayson Wallace. TD in the morning said, well, it seems like this game is going according to plan. Yeah, it's following the same script the first 2 games did. Absolutely. Freeway said, I would love for the Knicks to get revenge on Hartenstein in the finals. Me too. Me too. Not what's up, not. There you go. The Lakers are entering the bench, and that's going to wrap us up for the night. SGA is going to walk himself to the foul, and it wasn't a movie. Oh, no, it was a technical foul? I guess it was a technical foul. Does that help us? We need a 4-point play. We're not going to stick around. We're not going to have a 4-point play happen. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We were really close to bingo. James is also, the other opportunity was James for 25 points. He's obviously not going to play unless Bronny wants to go crazy here, score 25 points in the final 3.5 minutes. Because I guess he also counts as a James. I didn't specify LeBron. Although he's also LeBron. He's a junior. So with that being said, that's going to wrap us up here tonight. Obviously, a big Thunder win to be expected. It's what we all expected. I wanted to cover at least one game from every series. We did it. We got this one out of the way. I did think that this was the best possible chance for the Lakers to extend the series here tonight, and it didn't happen. So I expect this to end in a sweep in 2 days on Monday. But until then, we'll just have to wait to find out. Hopefully the Knicks could also end their series in a sweep against 76ers tomorrow. We will meet again tomorrow, 3:15, of course, for our Knicks coverage. It will be Mother's Day, so like I said, plan accordingly. Shout out to all the moms out there. Make sure you call them. Make sure you celebrate them. Make sure you at least go see them. Do what you can for the mamas out there. As always, shout out all the channel members. Whether you're gifted a membership or you decided to become a member, all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless. But that's going to wrap us up here, man. John Smiley said, thanks, man. You do good work. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. William Penn. What's up, William? I need to assist between LeBron and SGA. I needed a couple of things as well, but we're not going to end up with it. I'll tell you that. Rose said, LeBron can get his crying towel. I think LeBron's fine at this point in his career, man. He's sitting there with his 4 championships, feeling good about himself. Corvus, what's up, Corvus? Spaced out. I love watching the Lakers cry. I don't think anybody in the Lakers is crying. They didn't have high expectations. They didn't even think they were going to make it out the first round. But that's going to wrap us up there. I appreciate you guys as always. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. So remember, brush your teeth for bed. Stay hydrated. I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.